1713. On the ship Henrietta Marie, chained Africans crossed the Atlantic with no room to stand. Many died before land appeared. Their bodies were thrown into the ocean behind the ship. The ocean saw.
Listen to this closely.
This happened to your bloodline.
This was planned for profit.
Your ancestors still survived it.
The water remembers your ancestors' names. Millions crossed the Atlantic in chains. Many never touched land alive. You are here because they refuse to die quietly.
Yeah. From the 1500s to the 1800s, European ships crossed West Africa, Portugal, Britain, Spain, France, and the Netherlands built this trade. They bought and kidnapped African people for labor in the Americas. Historians estimate that 10 to 12 million Africans survived the crossing. Millions more died before reaching shore. People were taken from Angola, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, and Congo. Many were marched hundreds of miles to slave ports and chains. At ports like Elmina, Castle, and Bonny, families were separated forever. The crossing became known as the Middle Passage. Ships packed human beings below deck like cargo. Some ships held more than 400 people at once. The British ship Brooks became famous for how tightly people were packed. Men, women, and children were chained together for weeks or months. Many could not sit upright. Disease spread fast in the heat below deck. Dysentery, fever, dehydration, and starvation killed thousands. Women were sexually abused by crew members during the voyage. Some captive jumped into the ocean rather than live in slavery in 1781. The crew of the slave ship zoned through more than 130 Africans into the sea for insurance money. The owners went to court demanding payment for the murdered people. Olaudah Equiano wrote about the smell of the chains and the screaming in his 1789 book. Your ancestors lived through organized torture, created for money.
Do not look away from this history.
They counted black bodies as cargo.
But your ancestors kept fighting. The water remembers your ancestors' names. Millions crossed the Atlantic in chains. Many never touched land alive. You are here because they refuse to die quietly.
Yeah. The Middle Passage helped build the economies of Europe and America. Sugar plantations in the Caribbean depended on enslaved labor. Cotton plantations in the American South depended on enslaved labor. Banks, shipping companies, and insurance firms made fortunes from slavery. Cities like Liverpool and Bristol grew rich from slave voyages in the United States. Slavery expanded after the invention of the cotton gin in 1793. By 1860, nearly 4 million enslaved black people lived in America. Congress banned the importation of enslaved Africans in 1808. But slavery continued inside the country. Children were still sold away from parents at auctions. Black families were still whipped, branded, and controlled by force.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Antifa War Room. I'm Rig, and we are back on the multi-stream action. So let's get into it, man. As we know, it's been volatile stuff going on. Murderers being set free. I think that the Republican Party has shown the world what they truly are, what we've always known them to be, the Confederacy. And I just think it's time for black people to really understand and be ready that we may not be able to vote our way out of this shit. All right, there's things happening, man. And whether people are in shock or people are not, I don't know. But at some point, we probably will have to pick up where our ancestors left off. And so I just say that as a warning, you know, sound the alarm like, hey, dude, the shit that's happening is pretty serious. It's not a joke. It's not a fucking game. These demons are not going to relinquish power. And so I think everyone needs to be ready with what their own personal red line is. Whether you fighting it out, whether you trying to flee to another country, whatever you go do. You know, I'm not going nowhere. I'm here. My ancestors were here for hundreds of years. I'm going to do my part. They fought to get me to this point. I'm going to fight for the next generations. Wherever that takes me, that's what I'm going to do. And so I think that we see, you know, the dark parallels that's happening in this country with the assassination of Cyrus, shot over some fucking water, shot like a dog in the street, hunted down, and they celebrate that. Do you understand? They celebrate what's going on with it. So, hey, man, you can scream Democrats with the KKK till you blue in the face there, white man. That shit is not going to change nothing. We know who the Confederacy is today, the Republicans. We know who the Ku Klux Klan is today, the Republican Party. The Republican Party is a clear and present danger to Black life and to Black liberation. And that needs to be said. The Republican Party must be purged from its timeline. If we're ever going to be safe again, if our children are ever going to be safe again, the Republican Party must absolutely go. They must return to hell because they are the Confederacy, period. There can be no quarter shown to these demons anymore. They've shown you exactly who they are, and we need to believe them. If you think these demons are just going to relinquish all this power they got, it's not happening, right? They want us back in chains. They want the Constitution without the amendments, which means we have to come for the Constitution too. And I'll talk about that a little bit more. Let's go ahead and jump in here and get some of these videos, man, and get this shit popping. Because we got a lot I want to cover tonight, and it's time to get at it. First, I'm going to break down Stacey Abrams' video, so I think we understand exactly where we're at in this autocracy timeline.
When autocrats come to power, there's a 10-step plan, and we're at about step 9. So step 1, you have a free and fair election, but it's the last time. Because once that person wins, they don't intend to let anybody else or anyone else take the power that they have amassed for themselves or for their ticket.
And I think our last free and fair election was 2024. I believe 2024 was our last free and fair election. I hope I'm wrong, but I do believe that last one in November, that was it. From here on out, we got to fight for that shit.
Second thing they do is that they exceed the realms of executive power. So you see a bunch of executive orders coming out claiming all kinds of powers that a president doesn't hold. Number 3, they then take the competing versions of power and try to either make them complicit or neuter them. So you have a Congress that...
Now, if you look at his powers, right, he's used the executive powers to do what? To destroy federal agencies. A president does not have the power to destroy federal agencies. Only Congress can create and destroy federal agencies. But he ignored that. With the creation of Doge and put Elon Musk in there, Elon Musk was not confirmed in any federal government. This South African colonizer was allowed to come in here, the world's richest Nazi. He was allowed to come in here and just wipe out hundreds of thousands of Black jobs. He was able to treat the federal government like he do his dirty ass companies that he take over and just fire motherfuckers by email and do all that type of scandalous shit and steal all of our data. So all of that shit that the president has been doing has been illegal. And Congress is complicit because they never stopped him from doing it.
It basically has forgotten they got a job. And then you have a judiciary that's either complicit or neutered. And it's neutered because if the president, if the executive refuses to follow the rules, then you've neutralized the judiciary because the judiciary doesn't actually have enforcement power.
And so right there, the Supreme Court is bought and paid for by right-wing billionaires. We know that already. So the moment that they overturned Roe v. Wade, that lets you know they was no longer interpreting policy or interpreting the law. They were basically legislating from the bench. They are a right-wing government now. And the Republicans inside the Supreme Court are a direct threat to Black liberation. And they need to be removed from power, period. The Chief Justice there that's doing dirt, they need to be gone.
Before, you go after the media. With the media, you make sure that you demonize and criticize the legitimate media so that nobody trusts it. And then you create an echo chamber so that the only truth that people hear is the truth you want them to hear, even if it's not truth. Even if you put truth in the name, it's not true.
And we already know the media collapsed. We watched how the media turned on Joe Biden. Right? Joe Biden, they turned on Joe Biden and forced him to give up, right? And said not run for the next term. So late in the race, knowing that the Democrats have never won an election that late when they tried to switch that late in the game, they stabbed him in the back. They did all type of dirt. And so that's what it is. That is what they've been doing. And you can see it. That's why I stopped watching mainstream media. MSNBC, I stopped watching CNN years ago. Fox News, I stopped watching in 2009 once they talked shit about Michael Jackson. I walked away from that forever. So we know that the media, in part, legacy media is controlled by the right wing, and they've been there. And I do not watch legacy media in real time. I catch snippets maybe from someone else or someone's doing a piece on it. I talk about it if I use something that I want to do to push a point, but I do not waste my time with legacy media because they cannot be trusted.
Then you start to gut government. You fire all of the people who know how to do stuff. You break democracy by making people think they don't need it. And the best way to do that is to make sure that the things that they've learned to rely on are no longer available. Because then you become the only way they get what they want. So you fire the CDC so that vaccine rates drop and the disease rises. You fire FEMA so that when there's a natural disaster, the only way you get what you need is by begging for it. So you gut the civil service so that no one can actually do the work that democracy is supposed to protect us for. At the same time, you hire a bunch of people that you call loyalists and you put them in place so that they don't hire anybody who doesn't agree with you, but you also put them in positions of power. So then your next step is that you go after the people who do the good work.
So we've already seen that, right? He pardoned all the J6ers. He put them in the federal government, put them in ICE. He's taking his people and putting them there. He's fired all the people. He's fired hundreds of thousands of black women just because they were black. He's been purging the military of generals because he want the shit that Biden should have did, Trump is doing illegally. And that's my big beef against Biden. Biden did not do what was necessary. It doesn't make sense, man, if you're the last president, right? If Trump was a threat like they said he was, Biden had the king powers first. The Democrats should have purged them demons when they had a chance. Now they're back up in there, and there's no guarantee they're ever going to leave.
So you sue law firms, you sue philanthropies. Then step 7, you got to have someone to blame. They've blamed everybody. They've blamed women. They've blamed children. They've blamed people of color. They've blamed immigrants. They are doing all of that because they know at step 7, if you can push that forward, then we're fighting each other and fighting for survival instead of fighting for our country. And then you start to incentivize private violence. That's step 9.
Now we know that he incentivized private violence because that's always been a ticket. When they assassinated those other Democratic governors or Democratic congressmen, they celebrated that shit, right? They've been pushing. They want people. They want the Powerpuff Boys out here on the streets, the agitators. They want people to be in fear. That's why they're talking all this shit. That's why they come with weak ass lawsuits against journalists. This is what they do. So it is what it is. He is set. We are in the slide in autocracy. I need people to wake the fuck up and realize that, hey, none of this shit is normal, guys. None of this shit is normal. We are pretty far down in the autocracy. And I do not know if we're going to vote our way out. And I'm going to basically plan for the worst case scenario.
Maybe you send the National Guard and Marines and you militarize kidnapping people off of the streets, throwing them into detention camps, and then arresting people who dare to challenge you, calling any question obstruction of justice. Civic participation, the First Amendment, is the 9th category because if you can militarize your response, you also convince people it's not worth the possible pain of.
Somebody asked a question, are we doomed? No, we're not doomed as long as people are here living. We're not doomed. Even if America fails as a country, we're not doomed. Black people built this shit for free. We can rebuild it without the demons. I need everybody to understand that you need to see what's happening and you need to prepare. right? We are not in normal times. No matter what people tell you, no president in history has amassed as much power as Trump. None of them demons was as powerful as Trump. George Washington could have been, but he chose to walk away from that power because he truly believed in the country. Trump would never. The fact that Trump got into power shows you how corrupt the country is. The fact that someone being convicted of all that shit, all the sexual shit, all the P3DO shit with these kids, that should let you know how broken the system is and how corrupt the system is, and also probably how irredeemable the system is.
Calling out the problems. And once you've gotten to step 9, step 10 is easy. You make sure no one ever votes again, because now you've got them captive, now you've got them scared, now you've got them poor, and now you've got the power. That's autocracy in 10 steps. And
for those who don't believe it, we just wasted our time voting in Virginia, right? We voted, we had a special election in Virginia. We all fucking voted, our entire family voted. They let the Republicans on the Virginia Supreme Court throw our fucking votes out and nullify them and say, hey, that shit don't count. Our weak governor accepted that shit. She did not go out here and she is not retaliating against that fucking Supreme Court. She is not doing any of that shit. So weakness, right? Democratic weakness once again. While you have the slave states, the Confederate states, they're not fucking holding votes. They're just changing the maps. They're changing the maps, doing what the fuck they want to. And the Supreme Court giving them a nod. So that lets you know that I don't know why the fuck anybody still listens to the Supreme Court. They've been compromised. What the fuck are we talking about here? The fact that people still listen to the Supreme Court shows you how cooked they are. The Supreme Court is a wing of the Republican Party, bought and paid for by the right-wing billionaires. What the fuck are we talking about here? They all corrupt. They all should have been investigated and thrown out and thrown in prison. But they're not doing it. Well, they're going after all the amendments, my friend, not just the Reconstruction ones. What they want is us, because if you look at the Constitution itself, if you look at the Constitution, that is the ultimate form of white supremacy. The original Constitution of the United States of America is white supremacy. This was created for rich white landowners. Black people weren't even considered human beings. The original Constitution, rich white landowners. That is it. That's what they want. If you erase the amendments, that's where we are. But let's see what these demons got to say about it.
You know what DEI really stands for? Dumb, evil indoctrination. Woke liberals spew it, corporate losers fall for it. But thanks to Trump, America is rejecting that trash. And I'm leading the fight to end it for good. I'm Andy Barr. It's not a sin to be white. It's not against the law to be male. And it shouldn't be disqualifying to be a Christian. I'm Andy Barr, and I approve this message to give woke liberals something else to cry about.
Well, that came from the body, of course. Didn't come from the dais. And the body elected to have that moment of silence. We had maybe 10 seconds or so. There are a lot of people, I think, that believe that Derek Chauvin was improperly convicted and not treated well. And those people wanted to have a moment of silence and recognition because they felt that way.
Do you agree with them?
Well, I don't think I'm going to comment on that. I mean, the court system had its verdict, and I'm not going to challenge the court.
Did you like the fact that a convicted murderer had a moment of silence at your convention?
I don't think I should comment on that.
Why not?
Well, because it indicates whether I do or don't agree with something that came out of the court. So I think I'll just let that pass.
Let's pause that real quick. So Derek Chauvin, the murderer of George Floyd, they had a moment of silence for him. And of course they agree with it. Because once again, the Republican Party is okay with violence against Black people. We all know George Floyd was innocent. We know the horrific way he died. They want to honor Derek Chauvin because they are demons. And I don't know why people keep playing with the Republican Party. The Republican Party is a clear and present danger to Black liberation and to Black life. And they need to be treated that way. We need to rise to the occasion. They are our mortal enemies now, and we need to treat them like that. We should not respect their power anywhere in the country. We should challenge their power anywhere in the country and dismantle and destroy what they've built here. They want our Black ass in chains. What they go get is the second Civil War, which was the first Civil War was nothing but a race war. It was a race war between racist white people and white people who realized that shit wasn't gonna work anymore, and us fighting for our freedom. That's what the Civil War was the first time. And because white people love white supremacy more than they love our freedom, they refuse to squad wipe these demons after they lost the Civil War. And so now they are still here. The Confederacy is still here. Hundreds of years after we kicked their ass, they are still here trying to drag us back into slavery legally. Remember, America never gave slavery up. With the 13th Amendment, they said, well, hey, if you go to prison, then it's okay, right? You can be a slave in prison. The entire world voted on chattel slavery being a crime against humanity. Only 3 countries voted against that: Israel, Argentina, and United States of America. Those are 3 countries that voted against that. That lets you know the most racist countries on earth: Israel, Argentina, and United States of America. And so there is no greater threat to Black liberation than the Republican Party. And this is why ultimately we will have to come for their ultimate prize. Their ultimate prize is the Constitution without the amendments. We need to let this shit go away. The Constitution needs to burn. And we need to create a new one that's going to be here for us. Now, they're trying to mass report me for misinformation on TikTok. I don't give a fuck. If this live goes down, just go ahead and jump into my other modes. I'm Union Gang on Substack. I'm also Union Gang HQ on my YouTube, and I'm US Army Overlord on Twitch. Either way, I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. I do not care. We know that they are controlling the media. They're controlling TikTok. Right-wing billionaires control most of these apps. And so they're going to filter what the truth is. And so we just have to deal with that reality. The Republican Party represents a clear and present danger to Black liberation. Throughout my lifetime, the Republican Party has done nothing but attempt to pull us back into chains. The Republican Party is overtly racist, openly corrupt, and surrounded by sheer fucking incompetence. They celebrate the eradication of Black life. This is who they are, and it's who they always been. As long as the Republican Party is allowed to maintain power in this country, Black liberation and Black life will be in imminent danger. We must strike at the heart of their power. The corrupt Supreme Court must be eradicated of Republican influence and power. Racist Republicans in both houses of Congress must be purged from those positions. The executive branch must be purged of Republican influence and power. Agencies like ICE must be eradicated. The CIA, secrets must be opened up for the world to see, and anything that is remotely tied to white supremacy must be eradicated. If that means the agency must be eradicated, so be it. We must be relentless in pulling these demons from power, because as long as the Republican Party has any power in this country at the state or federal level, Black life and Black liberation will be in grave danger. There's no doubt in my military mind that these demons will use the military and they will use ICE to stay in power. There is no limit to their corruption, and there's no limit to their hatred of Black life. If the Democratic Party fails to meet this challenge and fails to properly deal with the Republican Party, they too must be purged from power. Anyone that allows this level of corruption to exist is complicit in the corruption themselves. And the entire system must be made to spontaneously combust. Whether it takes 10 months or 10 years, we must be absolutely relentless in our fight against the white delusion of white supremacy.
Your government is run by. Your government is run by pedophiles. They ordered you to die for Israel. They ordered you to die for Israel. They lied to you. Your government is run by pedophiles. They ordered you to die for Israel. They ordered you to die for Israel. They lied to you.
All right, let's talk about it. We need to understand how these guys are going to try to hold on to power. This is why I was like, when Biden was in office, he should have been purging MAGA. His biggest mistake, in my opinion, was not arresting everyone after January 6th. They all should have been arrested, to include Trump. The military should have been purged. If anybody that was loyal to MAGA, they should have been purged. Anybody in the government that was loyal to MAGA, they should have been purged from the government. But they tried to act like they was above this shit. And so that's weakness. It's weakness, man. You let them charge your own son while he was in office. Weakness. Weakness, man. Yes, well, listen, Garland was garbage anyway. Garland should have never been in there. The moment he drug his feet, remember, Garland did not do shit until that special commission came out with Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney did far more than Garland did, man. Liz Cheney really showed you the corruption. She opened that shit up and showed you how corrupt and how much plotting they did behind the scenes. And that's when Garland got off his ass and he started, like, you know, indicting the lower level people. But they drugged that shit out. I already knew the fix was in when the Supreme Court said that, hey, insurrection did not go against the 14th Amendment. Then we already knew that. So I don't know why the Democrats did not want to fight back. Remember, Biden had the king powers first. The Supreme Court made Biden king. And the feckless ass Democrats, especially like Schumer, were just like, well, we don't have a king. Bitch, they made a king. You had a king. Biden was the first king. And what did he do with his king powers? He gave Trump a peaceful transfer of power after Trump did not give him a peaceful transfer of power. Weakness. Weakness, man. And so that threatens the entire system. So I think Biden overall did a great job, but he had a fatal error. I don't give a fuck. Listen, if democracy dies because Trump got back in there, Biden got to own that shit. The Democrats got to own that shit. You failed to stop the threat, man. You failed to do what was necessary. And now you go make us bleed in the fucking street to do it. And so if we bleed in the street, you think we go let Featherman sit his weak ass up in there? If we got to risk our lives, if we have to get smoked out here in a straight revolution, you think we putting some weak ass Democrat back in power? Fuck you too. Just so we understand where we at with this. If you're not leading the fucking revolution, you're not gaining power after that. Everyone knew the threat. They all knew how dangerous Trump was. And they kept playing with that shit. Letting him announce he running for president after being under criminal indictment. His ass should have been locked up. The whole lie that you can't indict a sitting president, that was never a fucking thing. The fucking Justice Department made that shit up. That was not, there is no law on the book saying you can't arrest a sitting president. You absolutely can. They just chose not to. The Republican Party made this shit up, and weak Democrats honored that shit. But Trump has never honored the Constitution, even in his first term. So we need to understand what we're dealing with. And what I want you to come away with tonight is, what is going to be your personal red line? People still thinking the midterms go save us. Okay. I hope you're right. But I'm going to tell you what I've been telling my people for a while now. I believe democracy died when they let Trump get back in office. I believe the America we thought we was going to get, that shit was over with. January 20th, 2025 is the day democracy died. We're in a motherfucking autocracy now. And I don't know what's it going to take for people to wake the fuck up, realize that, hey, Maybe your red line is seeing that the midterms is fixed, or that he ignores it and deploys the military and deploys ICE. I don't know what people's red lines are going to be, but I need you to start thinking about that. I'm not telling you not to vote. I'm telling you vote like a motherfucker. But understand, we probably not going to vote our way out of this. We damn sure not protesting our way out of this, not holding no picket signs. You better be holding you some automatic shit. You better have some belt-fed freedom on you, because what other options you gonna have? What other options you gonna have at that point? So you need to have contingency plans. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because the Republican Party has showed you who they are. They have shown their hand, exactly who they are. All right, so let's get back to the heart of this shit, because we know what this thing's been about. It's been about slavery. The Confederacy never could let go of this slavery shit.
Black people sold each other as slaves first, and the Europeans just came and exploited that. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, there is, but it's spun 600 years ago. You would have seen yourself as belonging to your country. I would have seen myself as belonging to my country. And battles take place, like battles would take place in Europe. And whoever gets captured is going to end up prisoners of war. That's not unusual. But the way it's presented is deny that you even had a country, deny that I had a country. So we're now all one group of people called black people. So if we're now battling, well, why are you black people even fighting? You're supposed to be one people. The evolution of slavery, it begins in 1441. Kidnapping is how it began. It was the Portuguese that they realized that they could build slave dungeons. The local ruler on the Ghanaian coast, Kwame Ansah, he was told this was going to be a trading center for goods. He opposed it, but the Portuguese burned his village down. So that's how they were able to build slave dungeons. And then once you now have that, you can now pull even more people out by encouraging battle. One group of Europeans arms your side, another group arms your side, and whoever gets captured is going to end up prisoners of war. And it's only now when some of your people and your people are on the same slave ship that you realize
that's what they were doing. Yeah.
Right. And that's why black people that ended up on slave ships and ended up being sent to North America, South America, Central America, the Caribbean, those were the first to realize we've all been played. That's why these were the first people to become Pan-Africanists.
And so you got to look at chattel slavery, right? These people participated in chattel slavery. Slavery been around forever, but you basically was an indentured servant. If you was a prisoner of war, you worked that shit off, right? You worked it off. The Portuguese changed that shit forever. They came in here with Jim Crow Jesus, and they used Jim Crow Jesus to dehumanize people in Africa. Right, that's why they say if you look at white supremacists, they never tell you that Africa is a continent. They treat the shit like it's a country. They're Africans, right? They never acknowledge those people in a country or their own humanity. That's what that shit was about, man, and that's what it always been about. These are the people that said we own you forever, and when your children are born, we own them forever. That is how diabolical these demons are. They perverted everything because of their hatred of black people, and people went along with that shit. This is what the Confederacy wants. That is their core vision. They want to be on the top, rich white man on the top of the hierarchy, black people at the bottom, enslaved, or as close as they can get you there. And this is why they want to strip. The Constitution itself is the ultimate white supremacist hand. They indoctrinated you for years and fucking centuries that this was such a great document. The Constitution by itself is the worst thing that we've ever experienced as black people in this continent. This shit was created by fucking monsters. They were monsters. You think I respect George Washington? He had slaves, man. He had slave teeth in his mouth. And I'm supposed to love that dude? Fuck him forever. If the British won, they might have damn loosened the slackers of damn slavery some. Look at what America is now because of these demons. Let's keep going though. Since they don't want to talk about slavery, they don't want to talk about the root of this shit. Let's really get into what these demons been doing to maintain slavery. Remember, to this day, slavery is not outlawed in America. If you are arrested You can be a slave. And down there in the Confederate South, they still have plantations. Angola is a straight prison. They got black men out there picking cotton to this day. The officers over them are called overseers. Nothing has fucking changed.
The white race has committed some of the worst crimes in history, but has convinced the world that black people are a threat. They say we are lazy. Even after 250 years of free labor, building this country and making it the wealthiest nation known to man. In 1863, after the Emancipation Proclamation, newly freed African Americans were granted limited rights and found themselves at the mercy of unruly white mobs who lynched, intimidated, terrorized, and used violence against them. Formerly enslaved people with little or no resources who could not be part of the exodus out of the South were liable to be killed and treated unfairly under the black codes, peonage, Jim Crow laws, and a vast array of federal, state, local policies, and judicial rulings. This systemic racism exists to prevent African Americans from building wealth, gaining education, or exercising political power. When we build our own wealth, they get mad. When we are educated, they get mad. When we have political influence, they get mad. Recently, they dismantled the Civil Rights Bill and passed legislation that sustains white supremacy. Despite these huge obstacles, history shows that African Americans, even when treated unfairly, rise above. I am here in Greenwood District, known as Black Wall Street. A man named O.W. Gurley was a real estate developer and entrepreneur. In 1906, he started the first business on Greenwood Avenue, a grocery store. The main train station in Tulsa, Oklahoma, for the whites was at Cincinnati Avenue. Blacks were not allowed to get off there. The stop before it was Greenwood Avenue. When Mr. Gurley stepped off the train, his entrepreneurship and vision became clear. He sent flyers across the country to attract talented, ambitious people seeking opportunity to come to Greenwood, live, and build. Successful founders joined Mr. Gurley, and people followed, making Greenwood a district envied by whites who did not want black success. Fast forward to 1920, Black Wall Street had 191 businesses, including 15 doctors, one surgeon named A.C. Jackson, who treated all races, a chiropractor, 2 dentists, and a movie theater called Williams Dreamland Theater. They even had their own black police force. Envy, racism, land greed, and white supremacy fueled the attack on May 31st, 1921, known as the Tulsa Race Massacre. For 2 days, between 100 and 300 people believed to have been killed, with hundreds wounded, displaced by white mobs, including the Ku Klux Klan. They attacked, looted, set fires, massacred and destroyed property in Greenwood. Martial law gave whites the license to kill and destroy with immunity. By air, they used government planes to drop Molotov cocktails, marking the first time a country dropped bombs on its own people. Stories from whites often blame a young black man named Dick Rowland, 19 years old, who was in the elevator with a 17-year-old girl named Sarah Page in downtown Tulsa. He shone shoes at the location, and she was an elevator operator. The Tulsa Tribune, a racist paper, claimed Page was startled when Rowland bumped into or brushed up against her, leading to accusations of rape. Blacks were blamed for the massacre, which they called a riot, a Negro uprising. Insurance claims for black Tulsans were denied. No accountability. Ignorance of the past lets others shape or lie about history. African Americans' history, which is America's history, reveals the atrocities committed by those who look like them. This is one of the main reasons why they do not want black history to be taught. It speaks to the history of America.
Straight up. And we know that they attacked with military precision. They used slave catchers to do all of that dirt. And they lied about it for 100 years, man. I didn't know about Black Wall Street until 2020. They refused to pay reparations because they're demons, right? They paid reparations to slave owners. They gave out millions of acres of land to white people, and they excluded black people because these demons are fucking racist to their core and they're beyond redemption. And if we keep letting them, if we keep playing by their rules, our great-great-grandchildren will be under this. It is better for America to die 1,000 deaths to allow the Confederacy to stay in charge of the country. Who gives a fuck? If anybody tells you we should wait generations, they're fucking fools. Do not listen to them. The Civil War lasted 4 years. Even if we have to fight for the next decade and get their ass out of here, no matter what, if it costs tens of millions of lives, but we get a chance to be free from these demons once and for all, it's worth it. It's worth it, man. In my opinion, it's absolutely worth it. They have shown you that they are beyond redemption. And they are their clan ancestors. To this day, they rejoice in the execution of black life. To this day, they bear false witness against us. To this day, they steal, kill, and destroy. To this day, they do all of that, man. So my question to black people is, what are you going to do, man? Jim Crow Jesus ain't coming to save us, and nobody else is. What is going to be your red line? When they rig the elections? When Trump tries to run a third term? Because he will try to run a third term. And if you tell me that, well, he can't because the Constitution says he couldn't. The Constitution says you cannot run for president if you commit insurrection. His ass ran for president. He won. He stole more money than any other president in history, and he's still in power. He's still stealing money. He's enriching his family and telling you that, hey, he could never be investigated again for all the crimes he's doing. So you need to understand that the democracy is over. We're just going through the motions right now. The Democrats have shown you that they are feckless. They're feckless, man. They nullified our vote here in Virginia. You think people gonna be trusting Abigail after that? They nullify our vote. They threw that shit out. I say it's time to get their ass. It's time to continue what Nat Turner started. I'm just waiting for enough people. We're never going to have a consensus, guys. But all we need to do is enough to commit. One thing about John Brown, even though his initial attack failed, he rallied more people to his cause in his sacrifice. Him and his sons, remember, they put John Brown to death. He was the first person in America to be put down for treason. Not the Confederacy, not the people who was doing all type of horrible shit. That white abolitionist was the first one they executed. So it lets you know that this system was not created for black people. The Constitution of the United States of America was not intended for black people. I don't give a fuck what these lying demons tell you. We were not even considered human beings. It is time for that shit to burn. If we keep playing games with these demons, our children will be enslaved. Our great-grandchildren will be enslaved. Quit playing with these demons. They want to keep going back and forth. Our entire story has been a back and forth struggle. Look how long it took America to even recognize black people. We didn't get the Civil Rights Act until the fucking 60s. And they already took that shit back. They already took it back. They already destroyed the Civil Rights Act. So know that the Republican Party is a clear and present danger to black life in this country. white people who hate us are demons. And as long as we allow demons to stay in power, we will be enslaved forever. That is their goal. I do not recognize the Supreme Court. I do not recognize ICE. Nobody is taking me to jail for shit. I was born free. I will die free in this bitch. And that's what we need to be on. That's the energy we need to be on. Everybody need to be ready, man. This shit is cooked. It's been cooked for a while now, man. I'm checking every box. I'm going to vote. I'm going to organize. I'm going to build self-defense teams. I'm going to do everything I can, man. But when it's time for that Nat Turner shit, that's it. We must defeat these demons everywhere, especially in the South. We must crush the South for the shit they've done. The South must be crushed. No one can come save us. It has to be Americans here because we have nuclear weapons. There is no one else in the world that could come to our aid. And you have to understand that going in. We got to deal with it. We got to face this threat down, not for ourselves, but for our future fucking generations. That is how high the stakes are right now. And they are moving towards that. They want the Constitution. They want the original Constitution. That is the Republican Party plan. Let's get it.
I'm planting my flag on this hill. I will never forget what America has done to Black people in this moment, because it is part of a pattern. Within weeks of Black people being emancipated by the end of the Civil War, the Ku Klux Klan was started. Reconstruction lasted for only 12 years, and then Jim Crow came in its place. The White Citizens Council was formed in response to Brown v. Board of Education. In the wake of the Civil Rights Movement, mass incarceration surged. Just 10 years after Barack Obama exited the presidency, the first Black president in American history, the Supreme Court has gutted the Voting Rights Act. I don't want to hear anyone telling me to get over it. I don't want to hear any political strategist telling me the best way to do it is to make peace. I will never get over this. It does a disservice to Black people to not recognize the pattern when you see it.
Exactly. So we have to recognize the eyes of our enemies, right? The eyes of our enemies are on us. The Republican Party is a clear and present danger to Black life. They have shown you through their actions. The Republican Party is a clear and present danger to Black life. As long as the Republican Party is allowed to stay in power, Black life will suffer. Black life will be extinguished. And they will relish in that shit. This is who they are, and you can see their track record for themselves. If the Democrats cannot rise to the occasion, they got to be cast aside as well. Black people, we need to realize what's going on here. This is where we are, unfortunately. And I hate that we're here. But what are you going to do? If you are not heavily armed and training and ready, it may be too late for you soon. What do you go wait? What do you go do? Wait for them to come to your front door? Do you not recognize what's happening? Look at all those presidents before Trump. Not one of them had the power that he has. Andrew Jackson, all the shit he did, he never recovered after he was impeached. Trump got stronger after his impeachments. He wore that shit as a badge of honor. Trump is the first president who now has a massive amount of power. Even though his health is failing, yada, 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 whatever, they all bend the knee to that demon. Because America is a white nationalist cult that believes in white Jim Crow Jesus. Because it was too racist to serve a Black one. That is the truth about America. That's the truth about where we are in the year 2026. The country has been built on lies, genocide of the natives, and chattel slavery of Black people. And they want us back there. They want us back to that point. And we must rise to the occasion. Every black person in this bitch needs to be ready. You need to have a Huey P. Newton on every corner, a Fred Hampton on every corner, a Nat Turner on every corner. The slave catchers are not going to help you. Look, even in the blue states, what have the slave catchers done? Show me where the slave catchers have held ICE accountable and rounded up ICE people and say, hey, that's it, man. You can't do this shit no more. They have not done it. The slave catchers are aligned with ICE. That's why you cannot trust them. The slave catchers are firing on you. And the reason why they're firing on you because you still think you can do this shit peacefully. Because you still think you can enforce your First Amendment right without your Second Amendment right. Abigail Spanberger thinks I'm a disarm while she ignores ICE. She thinks that I'm going to lay down my weapons. Ain't no politician go disarm me. I don't give a fuck who's in that governor's slot. I'm going to stay heavily armed in this bitch. I plan on being the most heavily armed black man in Virginia because I understand what's coming. And if we don't vote our way out this shit, we damn sure got to fight our way out of it. And you're not going to fight with picket signs, people. So you need to understand where we at. This is what they're doing, man. And the Democrats are failing. Yes, Spanberger is our new governor. Listen, I voted for her, but I always side eye Abigail. I knew Abigail was CIA. I knew Abigail voted for the TikTok ban. I knew Abigail supported the Restrict Act to make it even worse. But she was still better than the buck dancer. It was literally the lesser of two evils. Abigail or the buck dancer. The buck dancer, yes, we'd have kept our weapons, but she would have been all in bed for ICE. So we could not let the buck dancer in. I had to vote for Abigail. But I'm a side-eye Abigail right now because Abigail is performative, right? She said, okay, we're not going to tax the Confederacy, but you're not going to ban them? You're not going to finish them off? You're not going to outlaw? Why is the Ku Klux Klan not a terrorist group? They told you that Antifa and BLM is a terrorist group, but the terrorist group that has killed more black people than any other group in history has not been outlawed. The Ku Klux Klan, born from the Confederacy, who has terrorized black life for generations, has not been declared a terrorist group. Why? Because they are members of the Slave Patrol. There are local judges in the Klan. There are people in Congress who support the Klan. There are people in the Supreme Court who support the Klan. That's why. That's why. When they tell you the South will rise again, this is what they're talking about. That's why the COINTELPRO destroyed black liberation groups. And this is why Trump has pardoned the Powerpuff Boys and the Oath Breakers and the Three Percenters and the Potato Front running around here now. They are all spinoffs of the Ku Klux Klan. They are all here for white supremacy. So, as a black man in this country, you need to be heavily armed. And you need to have your own people providing security for your area. It's on you, gang members. This is your chance to be freedom fighters. Shit. Hey, gangsters on the street. This is your chance to be freedom fighters, man. You ain't got to bang for your colors no more, man. You could bang for fucking black liberation. You could be fucking heroes now, man. White people who really believe in this shit. This is your chance to be John Brown. White people who really oppose this shit, because I know you out there. The white people who hate this timeline like I hate it. This is your time. This is your time to storm that shit like they stormed the Capitol. You need to be ready to storm their ass like they stormed the Capitol, man. I'm talking about the white people who are not demons, white people who are horrified what's happening, and that realize that we probably not go vote and protest our way out this shit. This is your time to shine, man. This is your time to go down in the history books like John Brown. That's what you need to understand. What's at stake here? The entire world is watching America crumble. The entire world. You really think that we gonna come back from this much corruption? This much stealing of our taxpayer money? They've already said we're insolvent. I can tell you for a fact the government is working under a shell of itself. Federal agencies have been gutted, and Kool-Aid drinkers have been put up in there. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. We're being led by morons. We're being led by morons right now, man. Sleepwalking into autocracy. It's crazy, man. So this is your time to prove who you are. Beyond the fucking social media, beyond all this shit, this is your time to prove what you are and what you stand for. Let's get it, man. And here's the truth about this whole situation.
Powerful arguments against slavery came from a man who hated black people. His name was Hinton Rowan Helper. And in 1857, he published a book that terrified the South. Not because he was fighting for the freedom of enslaved people, but because of what the data was telling him about poor white Southerners. He compared the North and the South. Railroads, schools, hospitals, in every industry, the South was getting left behind. And his conclusion wasn't about morality, it wasn't about right or wrong. It was about pure math. And the data was telling them one thing: slavery was the reason the South was falling behind. You see, plantation owners had no reason to invest in anything. Why build public schools for a workforce that's enslaved? Why fund hospitals and roads for a community that doesn't affect your bottom line? So they didn't. They hoarded land, dodged taxes, and blocked public investment at every turn. And white Southerners paid for it. Slavery made white folks feel like they were on top. But in reality, it just made them poor. Poorer schools, fewer opportunities, less of everything, while plantation owners hoarded it all. The South tried to ban the book. People were arrested for just owning a copy, because the scariest idea wasn't that slavery was evil. It was that slavery wasn't even working for the majority of the people defending it. And look at where we are today. 9 out of America's 10 poorest states are still in the South. And that's not by coincidence. That's what happens when an entire system is designed to serve a few people at the top. The plantation owners are gone, but nobody filled the holes that they left. And you can still see them today. In every underfunded school, in every town without a hospital, in every community still waiting on a promise that was never kept.
And here's the truth. They choose poverty. They choose emptiness. If you look at these southern states, because of their hatred of black people, they will not advance. It's the same thing with these corporate demons. Just like slaveholders, all they care about is the bottom line. They do not care about reinvesting in the community. They don't care about doing any of those things. It's about stacking the next $1 billion. This is why other countries are clearly passing us by. You go look at the average place in China, average neighborhood in China. America looks like a third world country with a Gucci belt. We must continue to apply maximum resistance against these demons. I am not here trying to convince any racist ass demon that we should work together. Bypass them. We are stronger without them anyway. Cut that fucking dead weight, cut them off, let them continue to suffer. Because without black people, America not gonna be shit. And remember, boys and girls, whether it takes 10 months or 10 years, we must be absolutely relentless in our fight against the white delusion of white supremacy. You have to understand that these people choose, right? America voted for this. It's not like Trump came in here and seized power. They say 77 million people voted for this. They hate us more than they love progress. And that's the problem. Demons hate black people more than they love their own progression. This is why the other countries are passing us by. Listen, even if the votes were altered, the Democrats didn't do shit about it. That's why that argument doesn't hold water anymore, man. Even if it was rigged, what did the Democrats do? Not a goddamn thing. Joe Biden was a king. The Supreme Court made Joe Biden the king. He could have froze the election. He could have had a recount. He could have purged the military. He could have had Trump arrested and whisked up out of here. He did not do those things. He peacefully gave our democracy over to a man they know that was a dictator. They peacefully gave our democracy over to people who they knew that was going to destroy that shit. So what good is it to be a president if you're the last one? Right? If you're the last one. What good is it to be president? And I supported Biden. I would have voted for his corpse over Trump. But he did not stop the threat. Joe Biden and the Democratic Party failed to stop the threat to our democracy. They failed to do that shit. They failed to lock up high members. We know that Clarence Thomas' wife is implicated in January 6th. They did not do shit to stop that. They did not rein in the Supreme Court. Even after they start stripping rights away, they did not go out there, did not threaten to stack the court. They did not ignore the court. And the Democrats still are weak. They'd rather ban weapons than ban ICE. You think I'm going to trust slave catchers who has never helped my black ass ever? You think I'm going to trust a slave catcher with my family's protection? No. I got that shit. I'm good. That's why we're here, guys. We all need to be ready for what comes next. Democracy died back in 2025. We are now in an autocracy, and we need to be ready to deal with what that means. Let's keep going. And this is important here. I need people to understand that these demons can't be fixed.
No. They took it to a whole new level. Not only are you enslaved, but when you have children, they will be enslaved. And when they have children, they will be enslaved. And you will be enslaved, your whole family, for, about 250 years until it's illegal. How could an America who could morally, spiritually, and biblically justify the kidnapping and pillaging of another two people, natives already in America and Africans brought to America, and perhaps had God not sent us to America, America might have self-destructed by now. The most egregious concept of slavery, because Africans were familiar with slavery, but you were indentured, you were enslaved to work on a pyramid, but then you went home. That had never been created before. So the concept of racism and the most egregious form of slavery is simple insanity. How another human being can come up with something like that and sustain it for centuries is a clear sign of insanity. That's how insane the social construct of racism is, and white superiority. That's how insane. This is an insane. Do you understand that this is an insane concept? My advice to you is that white people get therapy. Y'all need to get therapy and leave black people alone and not let your insanity drive us insane, because that's what you're trying to do. So, I have come to the conclusion as a 70-year-old black man living in America, we cannot fix white people. We haven't been able to fix them in 400 years. We cannot fix them. White people must fix white people. Y'all got to fix yourself. We can't fix you. We have failed. You got to fix you. But we can fix ourselves. That's the most important thing. We can undo over time some of the damage done to us by their insanity. And we are damaged goods. I don't have to explain that to you, right? Just look at our behavior. So we are damaged goods, and we need to work on us. We can fix us. In fact, white folks are not going to fix us. You understand that? They haven't in 400 years. Who are white folks going to fix? White folks. Asians are going to fix Asians. East Indians are working on East Indians. No.
And that's it. That shows you that these guys are beyond redemption. If white people hated slavery like they hated us, then Nat Turner would have been celebrated. John Brown would be celebrated. They'd be on the dollar bill. They put slavers on the currency. So that tells you everything you need to know about these people. They are literally running around here as a Confederacy. They want to bring back all the Confederate monuments. They are the Confederacy. The Republican Party is the Confederacy. The Republican Party represents a clear and present danger to black life, wherever we are. And we cannot play with these guys. Look how they celebrate what's happening down there in South Carolina. South Carolina, the same state that executed a 14-year-old boy based on a lie, right? They put him up, used Bibles and put him on a chair, electric chair, to fry him up. The same state let another dude with a history of shooting people go down here and execute a 14-year-old black boy in broad daylight, hunting him down like a dog over a bottle of water that he did not steal. Hawked him down, and a white jury said that's okay because the Republican Party rejoices in the eradication of black life. They always have. Conservatives hate us. That's why they're doing what they're doing. Even though their policies are self-destructive, even though America is losing, China said, yeah, that's it for y'all. China know that we're cooked. The world know we cooked. Everybody except people inside this country know we cooked. We cooked. The question is, what are you going to do now? Are you going to keep playing by rules that demons make up that they don't follow? Or are you going to get on that Nat Turner shit? You'll get on that John Brown shit. At some point, you got to decide what your red line is. Maybe people holding out hope for the midterms. Okay. You better buy up all the ammo you can get and weapons and training. And when the midterms fail, then what? Listen, I hope I'm wrong. But I've watched Bosnia crumble. I watched Kosovo mugs smoking each other like crazy over there. They didn't even know who they wanted to get. I've seen countries collapse. How do we come out of this? So I think people need to have an honest conversation with your family members. If you're not built for this shit, it's time for you to get you a one-way ticket up out of here then. I will never leave this country. I will never leave America because I paid for my passage, man, through blood, through my own sacrifice for the military. My mama paid for my passage by being a fucking slave and working for free in the cotton fields of Mississippi when black people could not even go to the fucking hospital. And my uncle died as a child, probably from preventable fucking diseases, but they would not allow black people into fucking hospitals. Do you understand? So I understand how these demons operate in the South. I understand how truly evil demons are in these southern states. And I'm not letting them bitches win. I don't care what. If I got to go out like John Brown and Nat Turner, I'll do so with honor. We cannot allow these demons to continue what they're doing. Everybody needs to be ready, man. No matter what you call yourself, no matter what path you want to take, we know how this country responds to us with violence. That's what they do. Look at those protesters down there in Delaney, at Delaney Hall, how they snatched those black men up. You know that black man that was just talking with the helmet on? They charged him with inciting a riot. The slave catchers in a state that's controlled by a Democratic governor charged that black man with causing a riot. Weak Democrats are not gonna fucking save you. They charged a black man with starting a riot for simply talking to people. We know that human rights abuses are happening inside these concentration camps. We know for a fact it's happening. Weak Democrats will not purge ICE from their territories. What are you governor for? If you cannot go inspect something in your own state, then what power do you have? If somebody could let agitators onto their property, but not the governor. How weak are you? How weak are you? They let right-wing agitators go inside the ICE facility, but they want the governor going there. How weak are you as a governor? So that's why I tell you, they let fucking Scam Higby up in there. Scam Higby walked inside that ICE facility, but the governor could not go. Y'all weak, man. Weakness, man. You weak.
Wait, he's running back over. Yes, I trade with you now.
Ain't no damn way if I'm governor, nobody gonna tell me shit. The first thing I would do is ban ICE from my state and say, you're not welcome here. Because of the human rights abuses you've done, you're not allowed to operate in the state anymore. And I will call up the National Guard. I would deputize every person there. I will pass out weapons. I will give them shits out. I will let every citizen be armed in that state. I will make that state a straight constitutional carry state. And I say ICE is no longer allowed in this state. Take your ass back down south with that shit. That's what you need to do as governor. And if you're not doing that, then what the fuck are you talking about? Anybody can be governor when the sun is shining, when there's nothing going on. But we're on the brink of a second civil war. This is all you got, Democrats? Nobody go reach down and really make the tough call? You can't ban ICE? Do you think that the Republicans will be this weak? If Biden had arrested J6ers and was torturing them inside your jails, do you think that the red governors will be that weak? Do you think they would just sit back and say, okay, that's fine, you can torture them? They would have been upright. They would have been revolted. They would have been seceded from the Union. They would have been did something, but you guys are sitting here. You got more energy for the protesters than you do ICE. The fucking citizens, ICE is attacking people in your damn state that pay taxes. And you got more smoke for the people who come in to help out their fellow people than you do ICE. But you a governor? You a fucking governor, but you got more smoke for the people who are trying to help your people that's inside those damn places illegally? So there you go. There you go, man. So I tell you, man, this is not just for the Republicans. This is not just for the Republicans, man. Whoever fails to lead this country in this time of crisis, you don't deserve to stay in power. If you make the citizens die fighting in the streets, you don't get to hold on to power either. If you leave it up to the citizens to do your fucking job, governors, why should you stay in there and govern? Or you think this is something you're just waiting for 2028 and all of a sudden that everything is going to be hunky-dory in 2028 and Jesus Christ is going to come back and all the righteous people, we're going to inherit heaven. And we go kiss and make up with the Confederacy. Listen, anybody that want to work with these demons, man, they got to go. They got to go, man. I can't take them seriously. Let's get it.
Everybody knows we don't need them. They need us. They need us for civil rights. They need our energy. The entertainment don't hit the same. The fashion ain't talking about shit. The entire structure of America can be traced back to the genius of black people. The Reconstruction era was dependent on ex-enslaved people for their skills and then disenfranchised formerly enslaved people because they had these skills. So when we go do it on our own And then we're punished for it. Then we're made caricatures of, we're made to be demeaned and disenfranchised. Or, we'll just take 95 and put it right through your neighborhood and displace tens of thousands of people and destroy historic businesses and properties. Let's take a trip back up 95 to Wilmington, North Carolina, my hometown.
Hey, let's do it.
In 1890s, Wilmington, North Carolina was boasted as one of the most successful black communities in America. Black citizens made up majority of the population, owned homes, ran successful businesses, controlled black-owned banks and newspaper, and held prominent civic and political offices. The demographics in the 1890s was over 56% of Wilmington's population being black, and black Wilmingtonians worked as professionals, including doctors, teachers, and lawyers. They were highly skilled artisans, brick masons, blacksmiths, and carpenters. Wealthier black citizens and independent business owners chartered their own banks. For example, the Metropolitan Trust Company, and successfully pooled resources to build and invest in their neighborhood. They had civic power, where African Americans held positions across local government, including aldermen, policemen, magistrates, and postmasters. And here comes the coup. This is the United States of America's first coup d'etat.
Yes.
The same thing these niggas are about to be paid reparations for. The 1898 Wilmington Massacre and coup, the economic and political success of the black community was perceived as a threat by white supremacists. On November 10th, 1898, armed white insurgents violently overthrew the legitimately elected local government. They massacred black residents, burnt down prosperous black businesses, forced black leaders into exile, and the event remains the only successful coup d'etat in American history. The Shell Island Resort was, despite the destruction of 1898, black entrepreneurs in Wilmington continued to build generational wealth in the early 20th century. In 1923, a group of black investors formed the Shell Island Beach Development Company. They created a highly successful luxury coastal resort for African Americans. The resort featured summer cottages and attracted thousands of visitors across the eastern U.S. before it was burned down under suspicious circumstances after 3 years.
I know it was suspicious.
I bet it was suspicious.
Yeah.
Oh, it couldn't have had nothing to do with that successful coup.
Yeah.
Do you understand? This is well after the Civil War. These people are here to destroy us wherever we do. So we're not gonna Black Wall Street our way out of this shit. We need Black Wakanda. You need political cover. And I don't know if the current governors have what it takes. You need a pro-Black governor who gonna put us first. That's gonna protect Black life. That's gonna make sure nobody comes in here, because everybody gonna be heavily armed. An assault weapons ban is brain dead. And I've been trying to tell people that. It's brain dead because it's performative. You still get to keep your assault weapons in Virginia if you buy them before July 1st. I'm getting everything I ever wanted. Trust me, I'm about to spend some racks on this shit. I'm buying everything I ever wanted to make sure that I'm ready for what comes next. Because Abigail's not going to fight for us. The slave catchers is not going to protect my family. Period. They never have. And the slave catchers have shown you. Look at California, how they reacted. Look where ICE did all that. Hell, they smoked people in Minneapolis. The slave catchers could not even arrest the ICE demons there. The cops, they murdered citizens twice, got away clean, then went and raised $1 million. What the fuck are the blue governors doing about it? Has one governor banned ICE from their state? No, because they are fucking feckless. You let these invaders come in here and blow your citizens' brains out in broad daylight and escape with impunity and then go fundraise on it. And you still let your slave catchers attack your citizens. So we cannot trust, listen, Black people, we've been telling you you can't trust these slave catchers. I am not trusting no slave catcher. You ain't got to ever worry about me calling 911. I will not dial 911. Maybe for a fire or a medical emergency, but I damn sure I don't have nothing to say to a slave catcher. They have never helped me in my life. And I believe the organization is openly corrupt. They have been complicit in every cleansing that's happened. Every black town that burned down, slave catchers was present. They either was complicit or they actively participated in it. And it's going to be the same right now. We know the Supreme Court is openly corrupt and beyond redemption, but no one's going to call them out. They still, I mean, listen, Abigail says she respected. She don't agree, but she respected the decision. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. So let's talk about what the Republican Party main plan is. What is the goal of the Republican Party here in 2026 and beyond?
You know what I hate about knowing and understanding and having taught American history? You notice the patterns of things that are coming. So far, the Republican Party, at state levels in Confederate states and at the federal level, control 3 branches of government, right? They have attacked 2 of 3 of the Reconstruction Amendments. That's the 14th Amendment when it impacts our citizenship as Black people and other people of color. And then it impacts the right to vote, which started with Black people and people of color as a byproduct. And so that leaves 1 left. In order to be considered a full human being in this country as a Black person, because it wasn't granted to us by the U.S. Constitution. Remember, the founding fathers owned slaves at the time that they were signing the U.S. Constitution. It took an amendment to decide that we were not considered property. We don't have God-given rights in this country. We have amendments to the Constitution. But going back to the 13th Amendment, which has a stipulation that says that you are not considered property unless you are incarcerated. And then you are considered a citizen through the 14th Amendment, which grants you the right to vote through the 15th Amendment, because you can't vote if you're not a citizen. And they've already attacked who is considered a citizen versus who is not considered a citizen. And now they're coming after who can actually vote, which leaves us with who they deem to be a free individual in this country. Our freedom is next. That's not fear-mongering. That's paying attention to American history and American government, the way that it was written, the way that they have laid it out. The Republican Party, white nationalists, understand what it means for Black people to be considered anything more than property in this country. The only thing that separated us from being considered a free individual versus an enslaved person in this country was our skin color. That was it. That was it. So when people like to say stupid shit like there was slavery everywhere in America, the only thing that separated us from everybody else was our skin color. And the 13th Amendment made it so that you cannot own people in this country. And the people that were owned in this country were Black people. Mark my words, the 13th Amendment is next.
And I know. And I believe it. We see what it is. We see what they're doing. The Supreme Court is illegitimate. It's an illegitimate body. And we should not listen to them. You damn sure should be out here fighting at the local level. Look. These people are not untouchable. Man, Peter Thiel has fled the country. Right? The billionaire behind the spy network, Palantir, he has fled the country. He heading over to good old Argentina. One of the reasons I believe he's fled the country is because someone geolocated his ass and rolled up on him and caught him slipping with 2 bodyguards and asked him some tough questions. He realized that, oh shit, I could be tracked. And so now he out the country. Right here. I'm talking about the 10 of diamonds, Peter Thiel. Ten of Diamonds, man. The Ten of Diamonds is on the run. The tech billionaire. On the run. So, if Peter Thiel can be geolocated, why the hell the other ones can't be? Why do you think they try to build bunkers? Why do you think that Donald Trump is building a bunker? We know that he's built the bunker. The ballroom is a facade, people. The ballroom is just, listen, Trump is such a fool. He was not supposed to talk about anything but the ballroom. But Trump can't keep no secrets, man. If you tell him something, he gonna repeat that shit. He was not supposed to talk about the shit underneath the ballroom. But we know ain't no ballroom cost $100 million. Now, a bunker with hospitals, with damn data centers, with military shit in there, with all that type of shit, that's why it costs $100 billion, right? That's why it costs all that money, because all the tech people are building all that shit that's supposed to be secret. You're not building no damn military bunkers if you believe in the peaceful transfer of power. He wants to have some place to go when this shit fall apart, because Air Force One can't stay in the air indefinitely. People need to, once the fix is in and everybody realize that it's cooked, and people just say fuck work, and people get up in these streets and start fucking shit up, that's when the collapse is probably gonna happen pretty quickly. Because now you got to realize, hey, if you're not getting paid, most of MAGA out of there. They only there for the money. So once the money fucked off, they're not gonna risk their life for these demons. The system's gonna implode on itself. And remember, because America hated black people, you done it to yourself. You done it to yourself, man. So this is why I'm telling you, once people, you got to understand, the first thing to collapse is the money. In civil war, the first thing to collapse is the money. You may start losing, intercept or communication, shit like that. But once people realize, because money is an idea, guys. Money only works as long as we all believe in it. The moment that we don't believe in the money no more, now you got to have the goods. Now you back to bartering with people that you trust. They're openly stealing your future. They're openly stealing all of our future. They are stealing billions of dollars of taxpayer money, enriching themselves, enriching each other, betting on the stock market, all kind of illegal shit. Everything Trump has done, he has done to enrich himself. That is why democracy is circling the drain. So how you come back from that? Can the Democrats tell you, how do we come back from this? From a man who stole everything. You got some people saying, well, hey, Trump is never going to be held accountable anyway. We should just forgive them all. Shit, I can't have that. I can't have that. Hey, don't worry about it there, Demon. Don't worry about that, Mike. You about to find out what happened when you cross us. And the fact that you would like to say, hey, Cyrus got what he deserved, that let me know who you are. This is nothing different. Of course, I told you guys at the beginning of the podcast, the Republican Party is here for the eradication of black life. He proved my point in real time. The Republican Party is here for the eradication of black life. They are the Confederacy. And we need to treat them like the Confederacy because there is no good in them. They brought back the Confederate flag, they brought back Confederate statues, and they are moving like the Confederacy in the South right now. They are openly stripping away our rights. They're celebrating a teenage child getting mowed down in broad daylight for just walking out of a store, being black, hunted down. You see how many cops they put there to protect that property? You cannot trust these slave catchers, especially in the South. Listen, Columbus is corrupt as fuck. They would not even let me go to the club when I was down there at fucking Fort Benning. And I was there for my level 3 combatives course. There for a month, basically fighting every damn day. They used to let us go out on the weekend. They refused to let me in those places. They said, hey, you can't come in here wearing Fat Farm. And I looked around and I'm like, dude, I'm the only person wearing Fat Farm. He's like, I know, you can't come in here. So I know they openly fucking racist in the South, man. Would not rent to me in Indiana. Couldn't leave the base in Missouri. We've been knowing what's in the South. We've been knowing that evil is in the South. And it's time for us to go deal with that shit. We've been ignoring this shit for too long, and that's why the South is here in our face again. The South has risen again. The South has risen, and we need to crush them forever this time. If the Democratic Party is too weak, too feckless to rise to the occasion, then okay, revolution it is then. Civil war the government can control. They can never control revolution. Capitalism needs to go away. Jim Crow Jesus needs to go away. I'm not a communist or anything else, but I can tell you what ain't working. Capitalism. Capitalism is not working. Or worse yet, it is working. It's working to oppress us and make greedy ass billionaires have everything while we fight for scraps. That shit's got to end. Capitalism allowed this country to be this corrupt. I can tell you right now, I'm in the state of Virginia. Virginia, Abigail Spanberger vetoed laws from our own Congress here, our delegates here, that would have restricted ICE from conducting no warrant raids into places without having a judicial warrant. She vetoed that. Abigail Spanberger signed an assault weapons ban. So she's not going to protect us from ICE, and she don't want us to protect ourselves from ICE. And you tell me one Democratic governor that has said, I don't want ICE in my state anymore. Name one. I'll wait. Cue the music. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. ICE is an illegal organization, openly corrupt, that has people from January 6th there. We have people from January 6th inside of our government, federal government now. Name one Democrat that has banned ICE in a state. I eat my damn beret. If you could name one Democratic governor that has banned ICE from operating in a state. Is that such a difficult thing to do? ICE has murdered American citizens in broad daylight, and there is no pushback from the Democrats. And I voted for Spanberger. Right? I voted for her. She was better than the other choice. But I always knew old Abigail was going to be, she's CIA, man, so you already know. She voted to ban TikTok. I was on her ass about that because look how that worked out, right? Voting to ban TikTok just meant you gave it to the right wing. So now I lost all the money. All the money. I used to make $1,000 a week in TikTok. In my golden days from I want to say September of 2023 on until when the ban was completed, I was making $1,000 a week. Not a bad side hustle. Now that shit is zero. Zero. You may get like $13 every month or some shit because they still charging people for my accounts that were banned. So that lets you know right now. And so that lets you know I am not here because of money. This shit does not sustain me. My social media does not sustain me. I've been banned 32 times. You're not making no money doing that shit. I have no brand deals, none of that shit. I'm too radioactive for that shit. I am here because my supporters give me money. That's why I have a network of supporters who pay me directly. Therefore, I'm able to break even on some shit. But listen, I've done it when I paid. There's months I paid to be here because I was losing money on all the shit I'm doing, all the accounts I had to have. So it's not about the money. I understand that this is the least that I can do. After I watched George Floyd take his last breath, I could not live with myself anymore. I knew we had to fight back against this shit. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm going to stay here. I don't give a fuck if I go broke. I don't care if I go bankrupt. I don't give a shit. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to stand in the gap because we owe it to our future generations. If we do not stop the Confederacy, their future is ruined. It's better for us to fight a 10-year civil war and a 10-year revolution to let our children grow up enslaved again. That's what they want, man. That's what they want. Go listen to them talk. I'm telling you, man, hell, they got video out there of people telling you that's what they want. Why are we letting these demons make the rules? So we need somebody who go take the fight to them. If a governor want to impress me, ban ICE from operating in your state. And listen, guys, you can say I'm an alarmist, and that's cool. Maybe I am. But what is going to be your red line? I hope we win the midterms. I hope that we can overcome all of this damn rigging they're doing up right now, all this cheating. But what happens if it doesn't work? What happens if they throw out the results of the midterms? What happens if he cancels the midterms? What happens if he runs for a third term and they accept it? What happens if he deploys ICE and deploys the National Guard to stay in power? They're not letting governors go on their own property on their own state. Who really believes that Trump is going to accept an election he loses? Who believes that? Does anybody here really believe Trump is going to accept if he gets shellacked in the midterms and say he loses the House and the Senate? He's going to be like, oh, man, I had a good run. Will his cult members believe it? Will his cult members accept that he loses? Did they accept the 2020 election? I think we have our answer, guys. So I bring this back full circle. What is your red line? Is it when ICE at your front door looking for your neighbors? You say, hey, they can't arrest me. I'm black. Because the slave catchers damn sure arresting black people. So I think everybody needs to understand what's happening in the country and understand where we are. I hope that I'm wrong, but everything I've learned in the military, there is no guarantee that we're getting out this shit. We've come pretty far down that autocratic timeline, man. We're pretty far into this shit. We might have had to fight our way out of Kamala One. I would have rather did that with the military in our back. Now we don't know. Now we don't know. All right, so if anybody wants to talk, I am on my U.S. Army Overlord account on TikTok. Drop a 1 in the chat. Put your request in, and let's talk about it. And while we're doing that, while we're waiting on that, I'm going to drop this latest video about this atrocity that happened down here in South Carolina.
This was his third shooting. The jury didn't get to know that, but I'm going to make sure that you know about the 2 previous shootings before Rick Chow was found not guilty for taking the life of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton. 2015, a woman stole beer and peanuts. Chow says that she then threatened his life and then she got in a vehicle, so he shot at that vehicle 6 times. Now, thank goodness no one was hurt, but Chow was not charged. Investigators called it self-defense. The second time was in 2018. A man stole oven cleaner. Chow says that that man then assaulted him, so he shot him twice. No charges. Self-defense. The man who stole the oven cleaner, though, he was charged in connection with that case. And then we get to 2023. That's when 14-year-old Cyrus went into a convenience store owned by Rick Chow. Chow said that he stole water. Surveillance video showed that he did not. Cyrus ran from that store, and he ran so hard during the 130-yard chase where Rick Chow was chasing him with a weapon and with his son. Cyrus, this child, ran so fast that he ran out of one of his shoes and his belongings fell out of his pocket, including a weapon, and then he was shot in the back as he was running away. Chow and his son said that Cyrus pointed that weapon at them and that's why Chow fired, but they're the only people who say that. The other witnesses say they never saw anything in Cyrus's hand. And according to the prosecution's experts, Cyrus was shot in the back while he was running away, so how would he have been pointing a weapon that was on the ground that had fallen out of his pocket as he ran for his life? And a lot of people want to say, well, a 14-year-old had a weapon. That's the end of the story. Not guilty for Chow. Having a weapon, no matter what age, does not automatically mean someone gets to take your life. Is it A-okay hunky-dory that a 14-year-old had a weapon? No, but that is not the end of this case. I personally do not believe that he was pointing it at Chow or his son. I believe the witnesses that were there that didn't have a relative on the line for going to prison for this. Other people want to say, well, he may have put the water down, but he planned to steal. Planning to steal or even stealing should not be a death sentence. If he stole a bottle of water, which he did not, but even if he did, call the police. Put up a sign that says this kid stole a bottle of water, a basic necessity of life, and he's no longer allowed in this store. If a woman steals beer and peanuts, call the police. Put up a sign that says this woman stole beer and peanuts, she's not allowed in this store. If a man steals oven cleaner, put up a sign, call the police. None of those things should be death sentences. And the fact that people are online saying, well, he intended to steal, well, he had a weapon. You think that means a 14-year-old child should have died? I hope you'll really think about that. I just wanted to make sure everyone knows about the 2 previous shootings. The jury did not, and I have to wonder if that would have changed their opinion. But of course, since they were self-defense and Chow wasn't charged, of course the jury didn't know about it. I wonder what they'll think about it when they find out. Rest in peace to Cyrus Carmack Belton. Let me know if anything in this video changed your perspective at all.
All right, someone asked about, can we back up this recording? If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see this in its entirety. Not only will you see this, you will actually see the videos play, right? Because I'm in the green room right now. That's why it looks green here. But up there, you'll see our picture from our Remember Our Oath, our organization that I helped found. You can find it there. You can also find it on Twitch. All right, so I'm rebroadcasting it there, and it will be there. I think the Twitch holds it for about 2 weeks, and then on YouTube it'll stay there. So Union Gang HQ, link is in the bio. Yeah, my name is Union Gang HQ. I have 3 accounts, but that's the one I'm currently on because I come under attack. Now let me tell you something. If Cyrus is running so hard that he ran out of his shoes, you're not shooting at nobody behind you. The guy was 14 years old, a high schooler being chased by 2 armed grown men. He was running for his life and got shot in the back. In this state, it is illegal to shoot at somebody when they're fleeing. The moment they flee, you let it go. He pursued them just like Zimmerman pursued Trayvon Martin and got away with it because in the racist ass South, they cool with this. One thing I can tell you from all my protests when Black Lives Matter, for every case that you see that you know, it's 10 more that happen like that you didn't know and the press don't talk about. I can tell you this shit is normal. This is not a bug. It is a feature of the South. Black lives do not fucking matter in the Jim Crow South. They never have. They never have, man. That's why they let Zimmerman mow down Trayvon Martin, even though the cops told him don't go nowhere. He went after him anyway, said they always get away. And then he sold the weapon for $235,000 because Black life does not matter in the Confederate States. Period. It's been like this. We must deal with the Republican Party for once and for all. We must deal with the Confederacy once and for all. All right, I got you. Let's start bringing some people up. E4, I got you. Come on up. What's going on with you?
What's up? You know what? If he was afraid for his son, why was his son chasing that boy?
Exactly. Look, his wife already started the shit. She was already talking shit to him while he was in there. That's why he put the water back. Like, why the hell? He's like, I don't have to deal with this. He put the water back and left. Because the moment he came in the store, they was treating him like he was he was hostile.
Right.
And so then old boy came from behind the counter, him and his son, and went after this dude and chased him more than a football field. So that lets you know that law and order shit been out the window. And it couldn't have been my son, because I'd have been fucking shit up.
Yeah. That's what they do down there, though.
Yeah. This is who they are, guys. And so you have to understand, in the Jim Crow South, they okay celebrating the death of black people. But listen, it happens in New York too. Look at how they let that boy, they choked that dude out on the subway. Choked him to death.
And sat there and watched it.
And not only that, they treated the guy like a hero. Right? Took him to the fucking game like he was a war hero.
Did he go to the White House?
Yeah, went to have box tickets. So I'm telling you, the Republican Party celebrates Black death. So it is time for us to understand who our mortal enemy is. It is the Republican Party. They are the party of insurrection. They are the Confederacy. And we need to see this shit through for future generations. And if a Democrat is too weak to fight back, they can go resign. And listen, people who understand. People keep saying Barack Obama can save us. He can't. Barack Obama had his time. And respectfully, Barack Obama is not ruthless enough to deal with this threat. You need somebody who will be utterly fucking ruthless, who is going to destroy every fucking thing that Donald Trump did with his pen, to come right back and do that shit in reverse, to ban the Ku Klux Klan, ban the Confederacy, ban the Confederate flags, blow up the fucking statues, put everybody on trial, destroy ICE as an agency, uncover all the dirt from the CIA, and charge their ass for any crimes they did overseas. Get rid of the CIA too. Cut military spending, saying we're not going to war no more. That's it. Stop all the imperialism. We're going to put this money back into the government. Tax billionaires until they're no longer billionaires. That's what needs to be done, man. That's what needs to be done. But we cannot go forward when we have people who hate us in power. Listen, America's always been racist. I just didn't want the motherfuckers in power being racist. You put the worst white people in charge of the country. Donald Trump is your best? Donald Trump is the white people's best bet for 2026 and beyond? That lets you know it was never about the country. Even though the country will burn, they think we go suffer. But I'm going to tell you a secret about black people. We are more resilient than you can imagine.
Exactly.
The Middle Passage couldn't stop us. A civil war couldn't stop us. One that we led, by the way. We kicked your ass in the Civil War. No matter what them lying ass teachers told you and the Daughters of the Confederacy told you, black people was kicking your ass in that second Civil War. Slave rebellions was happening all over the country. Negroes was cutting necks in Jesus' name.
And 10,000 slaves was running away like a month.
Exactly.
Something like that.
And they had Black Moses organize 200,000 slaves to fight in the South. The only reason they didn't do it is because they seen the Civil War was already happening. So they stepped back and they helped the North in the Civil War.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you didn't have organized slave armies fighting back.
Yeah.
So if you think that black people are leaving, there is no America without black people. You damn sure you don't have what it takes. And America is weaker than I've ever seen it before. We got morons in charge. I don't think Trump lasts 4 years in the Civil War. I don't think Pete Hegseth lasts 4 years in the Civil War. I don't believe it. I do not think they have the skill to do it. These people are liars and frauds. And when shit get ugly, they go panic and run. They go cut and run. The same shit they blame black people for, they gonna be the ones that run away.
They was hiding in the bunker during the George Floyd protest
Yes.
in D.C.
Yes.
And it was just people there with their kids and people on bikes and
Yes, they hid in the damn bunker, man.
yeah, in churches.
Cowards and shit, man. Cowards.
They was out there having barbecues and everything. It was nothing like that's how we have protests.
We are not leaving. I'm damn sure not leaving. I've been here. You brought us here against our will in brutal chattel slavery. My mama was a slave in Mississippi. I'm not going no damn where. I'm right here. So hell will flash freeze over before a demon tell me I should listen to Malcolm X. Right? Imagine the Caucasian telling me, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. There ain't nobody that's gonna know what it is to be black unless you black in this country. You have no idea what it is to be black in this country. Y'all are clueless. That's why there is no white person that can ever speak for us. You can try to, you just sound like a damn fool. Malcolm X is resting and wherever he is in the higher realms. This is our fight now. And I'm on that Nat Turner shit. If I have to channel an ancestor, it's gonna be Nat Turner. That's the ancestor I'm channeling. I'm not forgiving you. I'm not forgiving you for chattel slavery. I'm not forgiving you for my mama being out there in them cotton fields. I'm not forgiving you for trying to strip our rights away. And I do not recognize them demons. Period. Black people need to understand, man. All these YNs in the street, you need to be out here on that shit. This is your chance to become freedom fighters. You can go from gangsters to freedom fighters. There are right fucking novels about you. There should be no more black people ever pointing your weapon at another black person. Open your eyes and see your real enemy. Who created the fucking ghetto? Who put the damn drugs in your neighborhood to begin with? Who? Why would you be out here pointing your weapon, a switch at another black man when you got such a fucking target-rich environment? You could be a fucking hero. Do you understand? You can go from being a gangster on the street to be a fucking freedom fighter if you go out here and get these demons that's doing this shit. If you clap one of them high-value targets, you will be a fucking folk hero. They will write books about your ass.
As our ex-mayor Coleman Young said, why are you doing that when we're surrounded by the enemy?
Exactly. The Confederacy is here. Listen, y'all see the TikTok videos where YNs go back in the past and they go hit the switches on the slave patrol. Dude, you here. You ain't got to go back in the past. It's here now. You can live that shit for real. You can live that shit for real, man. You can deal with the Confederacy right now. There is no reason to ever harm another black person.
Never.
You got to open your eyes and see who the ones that's put us here. There is no reason for any gangster. I don't care how you make your money. Look at how these demons are doing it. There is no such thing as crime. Look at what they let Trump get away with daily. I don't care how you made your money in the past. Fight for black liberation and be a fucking hero. Man, grab that fucking Hellcat and grab them switches and fight for us.
Exactly. And don't be wasting bullets on us.
Exactly. You should never, all your beef with other black people should be on pause until the war is over with. If you got something like that, listen, there's plenty of people to go get. If you out here catching people slipping, man, there's plenty of people you can get. Just like they let that dude go, man, listen, I would never vote to convict a black person who fighting for black liberation. You a fucking hero. If you went out here and got one of these demons, a high-level demon at that, You are a hero. I would damn sure put money on your defense. And we should band together to protect you. This is your chance, man. That's why I tell you. And then for the white people, for the good white people, you could be on that John Brown shit. If you really care about the future, you want a world where we get past this racial shit, this is your chance, man. This is your chance. And we know white people know how to fuck shit up.
And if I was a governor, I'd be letting people out of prison.
I would too. Listen, I'm telling you, as a governor, my first thing would do, I would declare a state of emergency. I would ban ICE from being there, and I would pass out the weapons. I would deputize people. I would purge all MAGA from the slave catcher force. As a matter of fact, I tell the immigrants, if you help us fight these demons, you will be an American citizen. Period. We'll make you an American citizen on the spot. You will be an American citizen on the spot if you fight these demons. That way you can take your shit the soldier way. And if you lost your life, then we'll pass your shit on to your future children. Or anyone you designate in your will, we will make them a citizen for your sacrifice. That's the shit you need to be on. We know that the Confederacy wants us back in chains. And the Supreme Court is compromised. So who else is going to lead the fight against these demons? I don't know why the gangs are not together. All gang members, all black gangs in the country should be together. And really, all black and brown gang members should be together. They're literally coming after your people. You going to let ICE take your dad? I heard one dude crying saying, "You taking my dad." Man, it could have been me. They let bounty hunters come in there and pull weapons on their children. It couldn't have been my children. You think I'm gonna let a bounty hunter inside my house? So you need to understand what's happening here. They have concentration camps in America right now. Core Civic are slavers. Do you understand? These people are slavers. They are putting your people in the chains. They are graping them behind these damn things and covering that shit up. Why has these places not been lit up yet? Why has these concentration camps not been liberated? And if you was a real governor, you would empower your citizens to do that shit. I don't want to hear nobody ever tell me remain peaceful. You know I've been compromised. If I ever tell you remain peaceful, you know that I've been compromised. They hold my family captive and I'm being held against my will. If I ever tell you to remain peaceful, you know they got my family and hold me hostage. Matching and see their energy. Matching and see their energy out here, man. This is crazy, man. It's crazy. They are torturing people in these concentration camps. Diabolical shit. That shit, listen, you can't even do that in war. That's against the Geneva Convention. To give people food with maggots in it. That is against the Geneva Convention. You can't grape people that's in your custody. Them are war crimes.
Women coming out pregnant.
Kids coming out pregnant. Children. And you guys haven't stormed that shit yet. So everybody to be ready, man. Here's the thing. We're never gonna have full consensus. If you look at the Black Panthers and all these other groups, they had about 8,000 people in membership. So it's the few, like the Marines, the proud, the few, who understand what this is going to be about. And this is why you got to be ready, man. And I tell you, listen, roll the dice till November. I'm here. Listen, I hope I'm proven wrong. Roll the dice in November. But if it falls apart in November, you got to know what it is at that point. You got to know there's no way that man can win a free and fair election. And so if he's still in there, and if he still have both houses, you know it's cooked. I believe it was always cooked by putting somebody that's corrupt him back in there, but I'm willing to play along and bide my time. Because this is crazy, man. It's crazy with this at this point. You got a corrupt Supreme Court openly attacking your rights. They're telling you have First Amendment zones. What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? You got First Amendment zone. The entire country is a First Amendment zone. During COVID, when them demons stormed the Capitol at the state level, do you think somebody went and told those armed men, you got to have a First Amendment zone? No. When the Not Fucking Around Coalition was out there in them streets, in them southern states, did slave catchers walk up to them and say, hey, man, you can't be here. You got to stay in this designated First Amendment zone? No. You want to know why? Because they was there with their Second Amendment rights. The First Amendment means nothing if you're not ready to enforce it. And if you black, you should be out that bitch like Nat Turner if you protesting. Nobody snatching me off the streets. Hey, I see you out there, Boxcar. Have a good one, man. So they are here attacking your rights, guys. Because the Republican Party, they want the pure form of the Constitution. That's what they want. That's why they glaze the forefathers so much. They love these slavers because we had no rights back then. They want the Constitution with no amendments. Even the forefathers themselves said a damn thing should be updated, but they never updated it. It's kind of how they never told slavers about the Bible, about how they fought back for their freedom. So that's why I tell you, this document has to be updated. Every black person needs to be treated like a rich white one. There should not be billionaires. Churches should be taxed. Billionaires should be taxed. They're no longer billionaires.
And it should be updated every 10 years.
Exactly. The Supreme Court, there should be no lifetime positions in the country. That lifetime shit is out the window because that lets you get corrupted. You should have to go back to your constituents and have your shit reviewed, the laws you're making and what you're doing to be just. But the problem is we let the corporations run wild. We let corporations become people. We let money poison the politics. We let right-wing billionaires spend billions of dollars on elections. And you wonder why the Supreme Court is paid off. And you wonder why Congress is feckless. And you wonder why some Democrats flip and become feathermen. Because money can corrupt you, man. So this is it. No one should have lifetime positions. All that's got to be over with. And yeah, go ahead.
Y'all probably talked about it before. I hopped on, but this shit right here took me out. When I found out how many black people was on that boy Jerry, that man Jerry. Oh yeah, it sure was black people on there.
How many?
Really?
How many?
They said about half.
You tell me half. Well, listen, they had a black defense attorney. So you tell me these Uncle Toms let this dude get away?
Yes, they let them get away.
What kind of buck dance y'all got down there in South Carolina?
The charge was not right.
Listen, I can hear the charge not right, but this man went out here and smoked this dude in the back while he was running away.
Yeah, because they kept saying it was a diverse jury, so I looked it up today.
That's on them, man. Listen, well, I tell you what, hold your head in shame there, Negro.
But the prosecutor, he did his job.
Listen, but they should have had lesser charges on the book. Bottom line, they should have had lesser charges. But here's my thing: how the hell you didn't talk about the guy's past history of shooting people?
Exactly.
How does that not come into play after he shot other people over shit? How can you not talk about that? He had a history of shooting people.
He was in South Carolina. This is why when we would go down there for the summer, my uncle had a place, like a loft for us in a barn. We could party and do what we wanted to up there. If we went into town, one or two of my uncles would come with a rifle and take us where we had to go, and we had to come back. You weren't gonna just roll up in the town by yourself.
Exactly. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Listen, it's a disgrace. If you black in this country, man, you got one job: protect black life. Everything you do should be motivated by black liberation if you black in America. And the fact that they have multiple black people lets you know they get conditioned. This is how they want Negroes down in the South, man. They want you conditioned. They want you conditioned. That kid had no reason. The moment they say gun and a black child, they say play you. White boys are running around here with weapons at 9 and 10 years old. And once again, they had no legal right to chase this dude. He didn't steal shit.
And he probably needed the weapon.
Yeah, listen, and whatever, like I said, he did not take nothing from the store. So how can you justify chasing somebody down?
And he probably didn't have it for nobody black. There's something going on there.
Listen, I'm heavily armed. Everybody in my family is heavily armed. That's how we go be, because we're black in America. And any day somebody may come for us.
When by the time I was 14, I had a rifle and a handgun, so that's some bullshit.
Yeah, listen, I was already popping stuff in our high school. We had a shooting range in our school. I was already in ROTC at that point. Well, that's just, like I said, more disturbing news, man. More disturbing news, but this is what it is, man. Listen, they need to crack that place open. The lady needs to be liberated. This is why I'm telling you guys, you need to be ready. Everybody black needs to be armed up, man.
And look how they jumped on that other woman and hit her in her face. Just walking down the street. And is that North Carolina where Crump is at?
Oh, I have to follow that case.
She's paranoid schizophrenic, but she finished high school, got an associate's degree, and she have her moments, and she just be walking.
Mm-hmm.
Wish ICE come to Durham. It was a black and a white cop. I wish they come to Durham. And somebody's Ring doorbell called her. She just said something back to him when he stopped her, and he just hit her in the face 10 times.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Film it. Yeah. You gonna be like, Black Star said the bull was like that. I believe you. Listen.
But didn't they get skinned up when they came down there? I heard them boys caught hell when they went down there. Didn't the boys get caught up when they tried to go down there, ICE? And they was running their ass out of there, talking grimy to him? Because he had caught that one dude by himself and said, "What you doing up in here? What you doing here? You ain't got enough, man. You in the wrong hood." No, I already knew. Listen, he already had his ass. He was like, "Bruh, what you doing here?"
To the Bull City, baby. Listen, pack over like a bag for about 3-4 nights.
Listen, it's performative, guys. It's performative. They don't have the people. Just like the shit they did with Iran, right? They did this half-ass, let's attack 1,000 points and make these people think that the military is overwhelming. It's the same tactic. They can't get people in there fast enough to do all this shit like they want to. That's why they're not going to the hoods. They're not going to the hard territory. Notice you're not getting no gangsters, right? They tell you all these people, they're going to churches and arresting children at school because they're cowards. The block would eat their ass up if they went to this hood.
You see, like one time they had a video a few times. They was in like the Latino area of Compton. That was all them gang members was out there threatening.
Yes. One dude told him he ready to die for that shit. And listen, he backed down like 5 of them that left.
By the time I was ready to go, had my boots on and fatigues and my cap, Hell, them motherfuckers was gone.
It's performative, guys. I'm telling you. All this shit they doing for Fox News so they can tell their people, see, we're cleaning the place up. They can't even reach Obama numbers. Yeah.
Listen, E, you think Detroit something? You bring that shit to the bull, because number one, you can't nobody rely on our senses, okay? When it comes to the YNs. Y'all might think we don't have as many as we do.
Yeah, shit.
But we do.
That's what I tell you, man. Listen, hey, YNs turn this into freedom fighters.
Them motherfuckers coming out on your ass. You heard me? Wherever YNs is at, it's gonna be a problem.
Well, listen, they already tore up that damn they tore up that gas station. All them cops that was out there still couldn't stop that gas station getting tore up. They tore that shit up. Listen, they tore that shit up. Shit, spray painted the hell out of it, bust the windows out, threw shit out in the street. They tore that place up, man.
I told you.
And it did not take that long.
The lady in the video said we gonna still cook it.
Yeah, she did say that shit. Listen, and that's a general principle. There's an entire town should be getting cooked for that. Yeah. If you take a black life, it should be on and cracking, just like them demons did us. That's on the rip. Old boy should not know a moment of peace. Him, his wife, his son should not know a moment of peace in this country. Everywhere they should be wondering if somebody will be like, hey, that's them right there, bro. That's them right there.
Lifestyle. That's why when I come to a city, I go right where the YNs is at and introduce myself and befriend them.
That point right there, repay them tenfold. Yeah. Whatever they do to you, repay them tenfold.
Listen, so many of them remember me and they see me out because I probably, had to get with their mama with the CPS investigations and whatever. They remember me. They remember. And they respect you too, don't they? Yes, they do. Let somebody bother you and see what happens. But see, I got my own personal hitter.
Yeah, I know. You got your boy out there be doing it. Yeah, he ready.
I got my own personal. So
that's how you should be. Man, I seen this. I looked this AA-12. This damn thing they had a straight shotty that shoot like a damn switch. I was like, holy shit, man. It's a monster ass weapon. But that damn thing is too much. I can't be dropping no damn $4 and $5 grand for no damn shotgun.
I'm with you and my nephew Black Star. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm down here ducked down in this basement. Y'all should have left him alone. But it's never ever, any kind of foolishness. I really try to
we just use switch. Hey, we use a switch because it's easier to say. Nobody gonna say FRT and all of that, right? But we know they got legal switches now. Yeah. But listen, I'm gonna tell you again, it don't matter though. When shit get dark, that shit out the window. I'm telling you, when shit get dark, it don't matter. Better be caught with it, caught without it. And this is why America will never get invaded, and this is why they cannot control the country. Because once shit get cooking, there gonna be areas of America that's just ungovernable. And I'm just telling you from a military perspective, they do not have enough people. That's why they try to threat you with martial law. The moment they try to declare martial law for the entire country, they lose. They have no way to enforce it. Even if ICE and the military combine forces, they do not have the personnel. Look at this shit. Look how they getting run out in damn Iran. They don't do it. This America is the worst case scenario to try to take by force. I'm telling you, they paper tigers, man. They don't have it. And half the ranks may split on them. Hell, black soldiers may say, you think a black soldier gonna let somebody fuck up their neighborhood? At one point, that's how you get a true civil war, because military units will start breaking off and start fucking shit up. Do not think that Trump controls the entire military. He don't. I've talked to active duty people. I've talked to Marines off camera. He don't control all of them. I told them they got to keep their head down and stay ready. We need them inside. We need people in the military who still gonna do the right thing when it get dark.
But they don't understand when you take people to the edge and all the way to the edge, there's no turning back.
No. This is why these guys are trying to get an escape plan. Because it's falling apart, man. Peter Thiel, why would he leave already? He stood to make billions off of Palantir. Why the hell is he fleeing to damn Argentina?
He knows something going down.
Palantir is gonna be like the top tier fucking security system in the country. But he running. Listen, man, missiles don't win wars. Okay, missiles, them are just combat multipliers. How did the missiles do in damn Iran? We lost damn near 50 planes already. Peter Thiel, the tech bro right here, this guy right here. Hey, the 10 of diamonds, he's fled to fucking Argentina. The 10 of diamonds, Peter Thiel, the tech bro billionaire over Palantir. He fled to damn Argentina. So I guess we have to put him as on the run. I'm gonna put this shit, I'm gonna reprint this bitch, be on the run now. But listen, they're gonna start running. When people realize that they shit is cooked, who better to get the shit from than the billionaire class? If you go start eating, eat the rich. They got the money. Shit.
Eat the rich. Eat the rich.
Damn right. Damn right. Eat the rich, man. They can afford it. Your rent money short? Eat the rich. You tired of working 2 or 3 jobs? Eat the rich.
Get them tires off that Tesla.
That's it. Slaying them Teslas, man. Start chopping them Teslas like GTA 6.
All of these 1-inch box TikTok folk, they got so much goddamn shit to say and ain't gonna bust a goddamn grape. Listen, I'm ready for the DV. Let's get this shit popping. Okay?
That's what I'm saying, man. It's time to join all of us, man. As black people, we all need to be on the same accord. And I understand who don't do it, but for those of us who go do it, we got to be ready. We got to be ready, man. Because it is falling apart, people. I'm telling you right now, I know plenty of people inside the government and high levels in the government, and this shit is cooking right now. The U.S. has never been as weak as they are right now, man. Basic shit can't get done because they gutted the force to put idiots in charge. The worst thing about it is the idiots being in charge. America's always been racist, but they've been competent. They still let the best white people rise to the top. Now it's straight tribalism. Well, listen, of course, MGT out of there because her whole personality was Trump. But she really thought he was going to drop the Epstein files. Trump is a pathological liar. And he already told her that, hey, I can't do that because my people in there. Plus, I'm in the document like 1 million times. So why the hell would he go and implement himself? He got more pictures with Jeffrey Epstein than I do with my daddy. So what are we talking about here, man? But you telling me he ain't with that shit? This is crazy, man. It's crazy how y'all let these demons run the country and run that shit off a cliff. So when people tell you it's going to take 40 years to recover, man, cook that shit. I guess it won't recover then. Get the demons out of here and take their shit. It's easier to finish it off and rebuild something new. I'm pretty sure black intellectuals can come up with a new constitution. This shit wasn't written for us anyway. It's time to write a righteous constitution. A constitution that treats us as equals, that get rid of these fucking billionaire class, all this fucking greed. Jim Crow Jesus gonna go take a fucking break somewhere, and we can start living like Star Trek in this bitch. But we're not gonna be able to do anything while demons are in charge. Because they have so much hatred in their heart against us that they'd rather let the country burn. To think that we're gonna suffer. We're not gonna suffer. We will defeat you.
I don't think it would take no 40 years because we would get probably more cooperation from different countries.
Exactly.
seize their money, seize their property. We
Yes.
got stuff to say.
And listen, and we can have peace in the world. At least America won't be starting shit. There's no reason to go after China. China does not have any beef with us.
And they don't start stuff.
And China is not our enemies. Demons are.
Yeah.
So we can have those nice ass cars. We can get rid of this fraud known as Tesla and get rid of the world's richest Nazi. And we can say, you know what? That's it. It's a moratorium on wars. America has done enough damage. We tell the rest of the world, that's it, man. We're not getting involved in no shit. We're going to slash our military spending by half. Break all ties with Israel and lead them demons over there to themselves. They can go fight with anybody else over there. And we let them.
Excellent education.
Yes, it's time to build up education and do the things we're supposed to do. And guess what? Even the few races that's left, your life will be way better because we will end homelessness in this country.
Just keep it to yourself.
Get rid of the greed, and you can thank us later. But we've seen what white supremacy gets you. Look, it gets you nothing, man. White supremacy, it doesn't even help you. The slavers knew that it destroyed them too because they were so corrupt they didn't give a fuck about the country, guys. That's what selfless service means, putting other shit over your own needs. A billionaire would never do that. By their very nature, they're greedy. They literally, is she here? Hold on, you know I got much left for Straight. Come on, Straight. Come on up, Straight. Shit. What up? What's going on? Now, you know we're here holding it down.
Hey, y'all want to see something funny?
Hell yeah.
Go to my page and play that last video I just posted. You don't even got to go to this one. You can go to Straight Facts. Nigga, you about to fall.
What the hell happened?
Nigga, go. Just go.
Hold on. I got the place to do it. Let me go pull that shit up.
She could be having some fun.
Hold on. Let me.
Y'all about to get weak and Dame gonna be mad at me forever.
Which account? Hey, what account is it? What account is it?
Straight Facts.
Okay.
Or he about to be mad at me forever. This is my link back. I don't care what he say after this. He can't top this one, boy. That boy said he going to the Chris Brown concert this morning, and he stood on it.
All right, so which one you got? Y'all got Straight Facts, Miss Couch?
Straight Facts, just my Straight Facts one. Yeah, that's Miss Couch, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna jump on there. Let me take a look at it. The problem is it don't be doing these that. Hold on. Let me see. Hey, what's the name of the video?
It got Dame on there.
Wait, the one that's Shashan out here that's dancing? Oh, hell yeah. Hold on. Hell, that gotta be him. She got this AI shit. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna bring that shit over. I'm gonna let y'all see this shit. Hold on. This shit's on. I'm gonna let y'all see it from the phone. I'm gonna let the phone see it first, and then we'll put that shit back over. Hold on. Check it out. I knew she had a video inside saying this shit. You know this ass, man. Hey, happy Pride Month, baby. Happy Pride Month. Hey, he out here getting it. Yes. Hey, she got him, man. She got him out there dancing up. Yeah, hey, she got him. Damn, that's how you use that shit, girl. That's good shit right there.
Baby, Ann said she been on the floor laughing and rolling for so long. Her kids had to come in there like, Mama, what you laughing at? She said she got real tears. Rick C said he finna be mad.
Hold on, I can show it on YouTube, guys, but hold on. Let me. I'm gonna have to screen share that shit because it's different. It's a different thing. Only reason I didn't do it because that shit started causing feedback, man. When I'm playing something on screen share, I have to mute myself. But yeah, it's pretty damn funny. Now, what I do, I download it, guys, and then I'll play it so you guys can see it when I come back up in here. I download it, and then I can upload it that way.
Damn, when I tell you he about to go nuts. I don't know if Zeus gonna let me play it on his line.
Yeah, you can. It's not even it's PG-13. Pride month anyway. Tell him happy Pride month.
Zeus says he ain't, but Zeus already liked it, so he already pretty much know. I'm sure gonna be jobless tomorrow. So he already know what time it is when I come up there. He already know what I'm coming up there to do.
So for y'all don't know, it's a little TikTok drama going on, man. That's this thing with Dang. Some TikTok.
What's going on?
No, I'm talking about the TikTok drama with Dane and them. Yeah, that's why she on his ass right now.
Yeah. Let me tell you, he always got me in his mouth, and I don't even really be saying nothing to him. I be minding my own business, but you're not gonna keep on coming for me and calling me jobless. You're not gonna keep on just talking about me and putting my name in your mouth. I didn't have time to get up on the panel today because I was busy messing with a client. I couldn't get up there and say nothing today while he had me in his mouth a few times this morning. So yeah, it's time, and I've been giving him a lot of passes, but now it's time for me to get on his head. You feel me? Right, you done put a pink ponytail.
Yeah, side quest, man. That's it.
And it's swaying back and forth.
Hey, they gonna learn, man. What's the other dude you had? Listen, she destroyed a few dudes. What's the other dude that you said had the lace front? I was crying so hard with that dude. Yeah, they don't know your track record. You destroyed that dude. Self-esteem, man.
Man, that's what I'm saying. I be trying, they're black men, so I be trying to not do that.
Exactly, the black on black. But listen, especially if they blogger, man, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, now he ain't become he hates me every time he see me. That's why I be trying to tell him, leave me alone. Because dang, let me tell you something. When this get around the internet, y'all, he ain't gonna never be able to live this down. This is gonna be in eternity. Yeah, so keep playing with me if you want to. I know how y'all gotta sit there. Show them console line straight. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna send it to Bounce. Oh my God. Bounce already seen it. Oh, okay. Yes. Denali has a lace front triumph.
Yes. Listen, it was funny as hell. Listen, he was so mad because she was roasting his ass on my live. He was talking shit on his live. I was like, man, you don't want that smoke, dude. I'm like, she already owe you.
Oh my God!
Because she had that one look like one of them with them wild boars from that damn Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Oh, that shit was hilarious, man.
Hey, sisters. Hold on, Diego. Let me try to send it to you.
That shit was funny as hell. I'm so glad that I had to tell Takesha, you can't tell me what to say about Dane. She's down there giving him, I don't get me wrong, I don't dislike her, but her spirituality can't touch my heart when it comes to Dane.
Who is Takesha?
She be on Zeus's live. She's very spiritual. And that's okay for her, but don't think when you send a message like that it's going to my ears and out.
Yeah, because listen, a lot of them gotta understand. They fight the high road. I tell people here in the PM, we drag them to hell. We drag them to hell. We drag them to hell.
And I told him, I said, I'm never getting off Dane's neck. I don't care. My mama's 89 years old. She don't walk that 89 years of hate. And being told that she's not good enough and watching her people have to fight for every goddamn thing, and you think I'm gonna let Dame tell me what to do or what to say? And so, like I said to Takesha, I'm not upset with her, but your message ain't touching my ears because I'm gonna stay on Dame's neck.
Well, my thing is this right here, but this is my problem though. You can be Christian and you can be religious, and that is definitely within you. You can do what you want to do. This is America, and you can feel like Jesus jumped into you and made you say, "Y'all had it on your heart." But you cannot get mad at somebody else for what we're saying back to them. We are all adults around here. This motherfucker done called me every name in the book. I talk about his mama. Takesha don't have. I said, I put in that chat. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm going low as fuck. His mama was wrong as fuck for telling him that all Democrats are not Christian.
But when she,
and for her to try to reprimand us because we said, no, you believe in God. You
listen. And not only that, you believe in white Jim Crow Jesus. Straight up. And that, hey, the slavers came with that.
When he made that comment, he was a Catholic. I said to you, motherfucker, I was born and raised a Catholic. My family is from New Orleans, and if you gonna say we Catholic, that's the worst religion in America. That's number
probably
one.
The world.
And number
How many
two,
boys they done ran through? Let's just keep it real. How many boys have they ran through?
You should have just stayed there with your ancestors and did white magic. You'd have come out better in New Orleans.
Well, what I love though, y'all, I love that Zeus got on his line.
Yeah, me too.
He didn't agree go along with Takesha. He was like, no, wait a minute, hold on. He can't expect to say things to trigger people, and then you don't want us to say stuff that triggers you. That's not how it's gonna work. If you don't want nobody to talk about your mama, stop talking about my son's mama. Stop talking about everybody else's mama. But you can't think that you're going to talk about me, who I'm somebody's mama.
And you're not going to talk about
and I'm not going to talk about your mama. Right. And you talking about my mama, Bounce's mama, and you think I'm not going to get at you and make no AI video?
Listen, at least you got him real cute in there dancing, man. He in there dancing all cute. Let him have that shit. Yeah, you know? Right.
Had 3 different baby daddies, that my mother was an EBT recipient, or she didn't know who my daddy was. And so I had to tell him about his goddamn mama, and I started talking about his mama on his line. And I did not know she was deceased, but that still wouldn't have gave me, I would have never stopped, because that was not a pass for me.
Well, he went out of bounds first, so nothing wrong with him clapping back.
Yeah, he started it.
And plus, they blogger, right?
Today he said some foul shit about my sister, and I was trying to get up in that box. And Zeus knew not to bring me up in that box because he knew all hell was gonna break loose. Because I would have cussed Takesha out, I would have cussed Dame out, because you're just not gonna sit here and take up for him, and you know his mother's a trigger. What about everybody else's mama? Everybody else's mama is a trigger too when you talk about somebody's mama.
Yeah. And listen, blogger gets the same thing that the white supremacists get. I told as the black race, we have to get these Judases. Right? This is why I say, because we have to set the example that if you betray us, that's just not being forgiven. It's like blasphemy against the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, he told me I had a dry, you know what? And I said, well, why? Did you lick it dry? For you to know that?
Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go pull that shit back up now. Hey, hold on. I'm going to let other people see that video now. Fuck it.
Oh, that shit is funny.
I already peeped it. I'm about to get that shit again.
Yeah.
Let me run that shit.
Takesha, his mom, not Takesha, but Tamika's his mama, because she eats like a pig.
You can see that damn thing. Let me get that shit. I'm going to run that shit back.
Play my sister's video, because I've been sharing it all over the place.
Don't worry about it. I'm about to put that shit. I'm gonna let everybody else see it too. The problem is it randomized the videos here on the computer, so I have to scroll down until I see it.
Sister, I put it on Instagram too. Sure did.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna put it on Facebook next.
Man, I'm about 2 seconds from putting it on Facebook. I sent it to my husband, and he was in the car with his friend. And I said, I was like, I want you to watch that and call me back. When he called me back, He couldn't even talk. Him and his friends was in the car weak, crying, tears coming out their eyes like, you wrong for that. Nah, I ain't wrong for that. You should hear the way he be talking. My husband couldn't even catch his breath. He was dying. He was dying laughing. Yeah, buddy. Shit.
Hey, that's how it go.
When I be settling neighborhood business,
That motherfucker said, oh, you talk about no working straight facts. That's what he said. And Zeus got in his ass about it too.
Well, listen, Blogger, they mimic the Republicans, right? Because they buck dancers. So it's all about the lies. It's all about the craziness.
Well, I don't think he would want to be going after me and my sister down there, Miss Kim at the same time, because he won't win.
I got you, B More. Come on up, man. Y'all let me know y'all down there in the box, man, because I've been watching all these other lives. What up, B?
What's going on, Union Gang?
Yeah, we back in it.
Hey, when game sees them, he's gonna crash out so hard.
Yes, he is. I'll send it to him.
And he deserves every bit of that. Whoever put that together is a genius.
That's me. I need that.
Yeah.
That girl, that is
Happy Pride Month.
I did that from the rooter to the tutor. When that mess get around, I did that from a screenshot of him on his live. That's how I got that picture.
Sister, you should have put his forehead back further. I mean, his hairline back further.
Nah, I think I did enough.
Nah, she got in there.
Dance, boy, he about to be. And he ain't got no shoes on. And that little pink hair at the top. That pink ponytail. He about to lose his mind. And it's going to be in infinity. Like, there's nothing he can do about it. It's going to be everywhere by the time the morning comes.
Yeah,
because I'm sharing it right now.
He gonna be, you know what? He gonna be on Zeus's live tomorrow talking shit.
Wait till Zeus's live come on. I'm gonna make sure I'm listening. I'm about to do him like Denali to the point where every time he already don't want to be on the same panel with me. Every time I get up on the panel, he drop. I'm about to do him like Denali though now. Every time somebody even mentioned my name, he gonna lose it. And I'm gonna be laughing in the comment section every time. He ain't
and who cares if he don't want some get back? Because he don't want no get back from us. Trust and believe that.
None of that shit.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Nothing he can ever do to get back. He can try to do an AI and me. I don't care. Whatever he do at this point, it ain't gonna.
He ain't got the talent for that, man. He ain't got the talent for that.
Oh, he just commented on the share. His junk is gelling too.
Hey, somebody take that video and drop it in live now, because I can't see it on the damn computer. Drop it in live now so I can reshare that shit.
All right.
Yeah, whoever in my Discord, drop it under live now, and I'll go ahead and I can get it out here and let everybody see it on YouTube and Twitch.
Denali, me and his one of them coach chicks he had got into it on somebody's live. I talked about that girl so bad she wanted to cry.
They underestimate you, Bounce. They don't understand you be going for the jugular. See, they hear that little southern accent, and they think you all sweet. And like I said, they get in close, let you know they cut carotid that got cut. They're like, what? How the hell?
Oh my God, because she was taking up for him. I called him burnt edges, and I told her, you know what was burnt just like
there it is. That shit funny just looking at it, man.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm downloading that shit. I might be able to cook that shit in real time. Give me a sec, guys. Hold on, man. Let me add that shit. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna do this shit in real time so y'all can see it on the screen and let that shit play. So I can play it on my damn big screen. That shit is hilarious. She got his ass looking happy as hell in there, man.
Should we summons him to the live? Should we summons him to this live?
Who? He don't want that smoke.
He ain't gonna come over here fucking with us. I don't care. But
Now, wait until tomorrow.
I'm trying to find out where the hell, where's the location
Wait
there.
until tomorrow. It will have had a chance to circulate. He ain't never gonna be able to get away from this, and he deserves every second of it. He is so disrespectful to women.
He's disrespectful to himself. He's just he's a disgrace to the black community at this point. And if he keep lying, that hairline gonna slip right off his head. Was he adopted by white people? Because it's so hard for me to believe a black woman raised him.
And what gets me worse than that is why. I mean, I love Zeus's show. It's funny and it's informative and all of that. But why does he continue to waste his show on Dame every day? It just
DJ too.
It doesn't produce.
Stand by, guys. Stand by. I'm about to pull that shit up so y'all can see it. So it's a visual to replay.
Zeus be trying to make him look bad. That's all. It's not that he wastes his time on them, but you can't change people when they're ignorant like that.
Y'all see it? I'm on my YouTube right now.
So you can dance like this. You Chris Brown lover, you. Straight motherfucking back. Yeah, Chris Brown concert so you can dance like this. You Chris Brown lover.
I ain't sat with it. I ain't sat with it, man.
Straight motherfucking back.
Hey, happy Pride Month, bro.
Yeah, Chris Brown concert so you can dance like this. You Chris Brown lover, you.
This was actually smooth.
Straight motherfucking back.
Yeah, that's smooth. That got him on that shit, man. You got him on that shit cold. Man, you got him cold on that shit.
He gonna quit TikTok after this straight. He ain't gonna be afraid to show his face.
Listen, this is good shit, man. Listen, that's where you eat them up, though. That's where you eat them up. Listen, these bloggers, man, we know they be out there in the closet like Sambo Scott.
Every name in the goddamn book and calling her out and all kind of stuff, and we gonna be going to war. Period.
Hey, well, y'all didn't see it now, man. They are, though. Listen, the bloggers, man, they be undercover. Just like MAGA be undercover. That's why they make it their whole personality.
Y'all share that video out. Every time you come on somewhere, share the video.
Hey, well, I got it now. So even if they clap it, man, we keep that shit going. You know, hey, I keep that shit going. We put that shit over on IG and let it run.
Yeah, that is a good spot. IG. Ooh, yeah. Ain't this? You see it jingling, don't you?
Oh my God, that shit was funny and it's little.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's damn, man. Listen, that's them bloggers get, man.
She could have made it bigger. It's little.
That's his little feet.
Yes, that's Dame yesterday. That's Dame, yep.
Oh, she shouldn't have never told me he was going to see Chris Brown. It was over.
Did I tell you that, sister?
Yeah, he told the whole room because he tried to. What he did was like, I'll never see none of y'all in public, and I'm going to the Chris Brown, and I bet not never see y'all. I said, you going to the what?
Yeah.
You a grown ass man, and you didn't say.
He glazing Chris Brown. This good shit.
You said you going to see what you going to see Chris Brown to do? Chris Brown ain't gonna do that. That's like a grown ass man telling me he's going to an Usher concert in Las Vegas. What are you doing?
Well,
What you gonna go run up there in the VIP and take a
They
picture?
told on himself.
You old bitch.
He told on himself, man. He told himself. Shit, the fuck?
Why did he tell you that?
Hey, happy Pride Month, bro. Nothing wrong with it. Go ahead and claim that shit.
Go to the VIP room and take a picture with that nigga. And the problem is that he already got his tickets. So you already know any pictures that he put up, or if he go take
Hey, I ain't let that shit die either. Run that shit back.
Yeah, you going to a Chris Brown concert so you can dance like this.
Got the hand off.
You Chris Brown lover, you. Straight motherfucking back.
I don't see her thing in the thing yet. Her request not on there. Run it back. Run that shit back.
Yeah, you going to a Chris Brown concert so you can dance like this. You Chris Brown lover, you. Straight motherfucking back.
This girl is genius, man. This girl is genius. Hey, TikTok wars right here, man. This is how you get them. That's dang, man. Hey, you see how she got him sashaying and shit? How you sashaying with that shit?
Yeah, you going to a Chris Brown concert so you can dance like this. You Chris Brown lover, you. Straight motherfucking back.
Oh shit, man. Oh, hey, see, I'm telling y'all gonna learn, man. Y'all gonna learn. Keep fucking with powerful black women, man. Y'all gonna learn. I don't know why these bloggers be out here trying to do this, but you lack the imagination and skill.
And I got that LA accent at the end straight. He ain't gonna be able to Wait, I wish I was a fly on the wall.
Hey, they over there laughing at YouTube about the shit. They laughing at YouTube about the shit, man. Got his ass. Got him. I'll tell you, that shit crazy, man. Listen, this is what blogger get. All that buck dancing. All that shoe shining. You cannot, how you gonna go against powerful black women? It's crazy.
He tried to say he don't disrespect all women. He just disrespects the women that disrespects him. That's what he said today.
Whatever.
Well, listen.
Respect all women.
Well, that's it, man. Hey, tell me to enjoy that Chris Brown concert, man.
No, he gets 2 for 1. He get what's the other one's name who got a VD disease? Usher. They on tour together.
I don't think Zeus saw it yet. Zeus will see it though. If he come through, because you know sometimes Zeus pop up, man. If Zeus come through, he'll see it.
Zeus saw that motherfucker. He already liked that.
Oh, good shit. Good shit.
Zeus seen that shit. Yeah, Zeus had already seen that shit. Man, I done already watched it like 500 times. I promise you, and every time I watch it, I see something new on it, and I'm the one who made the motherfucker.
You know what, sis? You don't see everything until you really, really look at it.
Yeah, the first polls are. That's why I still got it up on my YouTube page, man.
Like the first poll is the one that
That's how you see it, because it's already there posted up.
I paid attention to it the first time because I was getting your mama ready for her class, right? So I just seen it and I didn't pay much attention to it. This is the first time that I've really looked at it in depth. That shit is hilarious. He looked like he missing a finger.
Listen, he's not going to ever be. Y'all understand that he ain't gonna never be able to live this down. Because as soon as somebody, as soon as he get ready to talk shit, and somebody know about
you
the video,
gonna report it.
they gonna bust that video wide open. Oh, he gonna report it. Oh, they're gonna report the fuck out that bitch.
It don't matter. It's already. We already got it now. Shit. You ain't gonna be able to do shit. Hey, it's on YouTube already, man. Shit. If they do get it, I'll drop that shit on my shit on IG. Shit. On my blogger page.
I didn't report pre-reportless because I'm not saying nothing bad.
Exactly. He just dancing.
You know, woody woo. That's how you trick it, because you make it seem like
Yeah, the algorithm. Listen, I'm gonna put it on my Black Judas page because you know I'll be gunning for them buck dancers. So I'll put it on there because you know I can't stand these buck dancers. Yes, and he give it Chris Brown a private dance. Oh shit.
Is this you? I seen the video of somebody look like you dancing hella zesty, nigga. Is this you? Then I wish I could be a fly on the wall to see that shit. This is going to ruin this. Again, I don't care whatever he say after this. He can make whatever video he wanted me. I don't care. He's never going to live this down.
Now he can't live this one down, sister. Not this one right here. And Zeus ain't gonna bring me or you up tomorrow, sister. You can believe that.
Zeus might bring me up tomorrow. It all depends. If I get up there and I do it cool and I don't go too crazy on it, then he'll be cool with it. But if I get up there laughing and too animated already, before he ain't gonna because he don't think it's bringing too much.
Hold on, somebody crying about. I see somebody crying about. You been crying about the full size medals, man. Hold on, I'll give you a quick shot of them real quick. Because they always be getting their feelings and shit. I got you.
1713. On the ship Henrietta Marie, chained Africans crossed the Atlantic with no room to stand. Many died before land appeared. Their bodies were thrown into the ocean behind the ship. The ocean saw.
Listen to this closely.
This happened to your bloodline.
Let them know, baby, how we do.
That's gonna be on my page forever and ever and ever. I'm gonna repost it and repost it and repost it. Then I'm gonna turn around and download it to my page and then repost it in my on my page.
And like I said, I'm gonna put it on my Black Judas damn betrayer page. Because that page really for buck dancers anyway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, if you want to start doing that, I can make some more. Just send me the pictures and I'll go on and make them up, little, you know.
Oh, good shit. Yeah, you know I'm on that because I got a few that was on my ass on Facebook. Because they love making memes of me on Facebook. So I say I get them out there, get them really getting their feelings.
Laughing. Everybody that come on that bitch is cracking up laughing like, oh my God, he is going to lose. Did you see the one? Did you see the video with Tim Scott? If you go back to my page and look at the next one.
Drop that shit. Drop it live now, man. I play that shit too.
Let me drop it. Hold on.
Shit. I run that shit right back. Because you know Samuel Scott, man. He ain't kissed that woman yet. I ain't seen no ring on her finger. That dude in the closet, the door open.
She lay a sheet across him and make sure she can't smell his breath.
Hey, Reed, I forgot that you can't stand Tim Scott.
No, I can't stand that demon.
You about to be super weak on this one.
Oh, I can hear that goddamn what did you call that man? Homehead. I forgot what
Oh, she got it for Happy Pride Month too. Good shit. Good shit, girl. Hell yeah. See, that's a good way to break up my song because you know they're on my ass when I do that Coons and Jigaboos.
Yeah, you see Tim Scott sitting up there with them tight pants on.
Mm-hmm. He looks like up to thigh meat. I bet he got a on that up to thigh meat, brother.
I love you, Trump. I just do it because I love you.
That was disgusting.
Yeah.
He humiliated himself.
But he always, that's who he is, man. Hear me clearly. America's not a racist country.
He's going down for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
As a little biatch.
Y'all know I'm here for that shit. And you know I keep the whole Buck Dancers. Matter of fact, hold on, while we here, do I got that Buck Dancer shit on them? I'm pretty, because you know I keep some damn shit heat on Tim Scott, sorry ass.
I be laughing because this shit, you know what, sister? You know what, sister? You know what, sister, honey? I'm just gonna leave that right there because I can't wait to see that man. Oh, you about to use that? I already know, Bounce. You about to use that. Yes, I'm using it all over the place. I sure am. It's over with for him. I already know. That's why I said as soon as y'all just don't know. As soon as I did it and watched it back and then put my little vocals on, I couldn't even hardly do it. I couldn't even hardly do it. Without laughing, huh? Yes, while I was posting it. So once I did the whole thing, I literally was at work talking to a client, and I had to put myself on pause because I was laughing so hard that I couldn't even do my work for me. I had to take a break because I was in here dying laughing, rolling all over the floor. Because again, every single time you watch it, you see something new about it. And I did it. So imagine me still watching it and still laughing hours later. Once you get it, he's never gonna be able to live this down. And let me tell y'all something for real. I don't feel bad at all.
Nor should you. Shit.
You ain't finna let him talk about your mama Nary, never, ever. I'm gonna break these motherfuckers up for going after me. Cause you gonna know. You after me, bitch. I'm getting ready to make you fucking famous. So I'm gonna put you in infinity. You're not gonna never be able to live this shit down. I promise. Leave me alone, man. I don't be fucking with them. I don't even be going in the TikTok streets no more like that. But you come after me, oh, it's on and cracking. I got girl, he lost that goddamn Lowe's job and his EBT at the same time. So he said, oh, let me come to TikTok and sell my soul. That's exactly what he did. Exactly. But listen, it's so much stuff that went on in the news that my show finna be so lit in the morning. I'm gonna have to start talking this. I ain't even gonna be able to play my opening music. Because there's so many things Trump at this goddamn press conference. The motherfuckers whining about that goddamn war. This motherfucker over here mad about that goddamn slush fund that they ain't gonna let get. The house.
Matter of fact, we talking about it. Let me get Sambo Scott. I forgot I got a whole damn setup in here. Let me get that shit.
Yeah. The House just passed a resolution to where limiting his war powers. You know it's probably gonna pass the Senate.
If it passes the Senate, he gonna be furious.
It's over. He can't veto that one.
No, he can't.
No. He's going to be on fire. And the dementia gonna come out for sure, sister. Then he's gonna be full-fledged, blown up dementia.
Hold on. I'll show y'all my Sambo Scott, because you know I keep. Hey, this is my last stash spot where I keep the coons and jigaboos at.
Hell yeah.
I hop online. All I see is coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. They shuck and jive. Can't stand these coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigaboos. Jigga coons. They're everywhere. They're over there. They're ready to sell you out for a little bag and a little bit of clout. The jig is up for all you jigaboos. You're not welcome here and we don't rock with you. So go back to your cooniverse, 'cause being a jigaboo is nasty work. Oh, I hop online and all I see is coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. They shuck and jive. I can't stand these coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos.
Matter of fact, I came. Hey, that blogger, that pancake mixer, man, he had came after me on Facebook, so I had got his ass. Where the hell is he at? Fucking the pancake mixer. Where the hell is my? Here you go.
I hop online, all I see is coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. They shuck and jive. Can't stand these coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigaboos. Jigga coons. They're everywhere. They're over there. They're ready to sell you out for a little bag and a little bit of clout. The jig is up for all you jigaboos. You're not welcome here and we don't rock with you. So go back to your cooniverse. Cause being a jigaboo is nasty work. Oh, I hop online. All I see is coons and jigaboos.
Yeah, that's it, man. Shit, hold on. Where's my damn hottest one I had on this? I was damn eating their ass up. But like I said, they finally started attacking my damn main account on IG because of that shit.
Exactly the same thing. You know, I think hey, they let me make a sticker of the video thing of that video.
Oh, this shit.
I think they're seeing I think those will be coming out their side of the ledger, and so I think it's a little bit.
Oh, I got one for this.
I hop online. All I see is coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. They shuck and jive. Can't stand these coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigaboos. Jigga coons. They're everywhere. They're over there. They're ready to sell you out for a little bag and a little bit of clout. The jig is up for all you jigaboos. You're not welcome here and we don't rock with you. So go back to your cooniverse. Cause being a jigaboo is nasty work. Oh, I hop online. All I see is coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos. They shuck and jive. I can't stand these coons and jigaboos. Coons and jigaboos.
Me up. I put a lot of work in these damn videos, and they fucking start clapping on my shit. Yep. Because I had about 30 videos, man. I think I made a total of about 30 of these bad boys. Because you know the conservative list is large. It's so many of them damn tell smack. I can make a whole damn account dedicated to this. But I can't, like I said, I can't play it on IG no more at all because they start attacking and saying it's attacks against protected classes, which is bullshit. I'm black. But that's how they weaponize the algorithm.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna start getting on you because you start getting too big.
Mm-hmm.
And they like, yeah, we not.
Yeah, they went back and started clapping shit from like a year ago. I'm like, how the hell they report shit from a year ago?
That's how they tried to do me. They went back. Well, they reported every one of my posts on my Straight Facts page one night. I went to sleep and woke up and all my shit was fucked up. I sent an appeal to each and every one of them, and they all went through. So now when they try to do it again, it won't let them because they already did it.
Yeah, see, some of my shit, they let them come back and redo it and let it go through. I was like, well, like my shit that went super viral, the one where I'm dragging them Trumpers down in DC, that shit that went super viral, man, they clapped the hell out of that one. But matter of fact, they tried to ban my IG and say I was a bot. But once I won the appeal, that shit was so hot, it pulled me to like fucking 50,000 people. Because that shit was like 1.3 million. This shit was hot as hell, man. Matter of fact, it was like three of them, that one, and then I had the flag marching outside the Marine Museum, and I got into it with some Trumpers and started roasting their ass. That one went viral.
Yeah, they like, yeah, no, we we gotta try to squash him down a little bit because shit, he getting too big around here.
Yeah, and they can't control because I told what they're gonna do, man. I don't care about that stuff, man. I don't make no money on it anyway. But I truly make videos that I want to make. I'm not bound by no damn deals. Yeah. Yeah, fuck that shit was a scam anyway, man. I was in that shit for like 3 months and got banned on my original account.
Yeah, that's all.
I got paid $300 for all them viral videos I had.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They try to control you with them, with that creator program.
Yep.
Easier for you to get clapped, and then you know you got to follow all these rules, so they really put you in.
Yeah, they limit you. They limit you, man. That's why I told man. One thing about me, if I'm saying it, I mean that shit.
Period. And that's straight facts. And I say that's what I'll be saying. When I say that shit, I mean every bit of it.
And they really listen. They feel be hurt on Facebook because they leave their profile open, man. I roasted one dude so bad, man, because he was talking shit. I was like, bro, I know you're not talking shit. You married Drewski, right? He had that picture of him. Wife looking dead like Drewski, man. I posted that shit, man. I was roasting him. We kept posting that shit. Kept posting it. Oh, they was their feelings, man. Woo. He finally took his ass profile down. I was like, why you come for me? That shit was hilarious, man. I'm telling you, I was like, dude, you know, man, I said Facebook the first place I got banned. So I like, y'all don't know who y'all dealing with.
You heard his feelings,
man, he was so mad, man. I said, I told him, I was like, why you get rid of Drewski, bro? I got the picture. I can post it at will. I like the internet's forever. See, because what I do, before we even start the beef, I go collect all this shit. I go collect everything I want to collect on them. And then I set that shit with him with the Empire Strike Back on their ass. Because the first thing they gonna do, one dude I exposed his criminal record, man. He had did all type of shit, man. And then he out here hiding. He go block me. I'm like, that ain't gonna save you.
And that's because they don't know that we professional trolls.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, been this shit 6 years, man. Shit, the fuck. I said, what you gonna do? I've been banned 31 times, man. Get off me with that shit.
We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck about an account.
No, I said I'd create 3 more. Yeah, the guy had, because that's what's so funny about it. He thought that because he blocked me, he jumped in my thing and dropped the hardy on me and said he was gonna smoke me and whatnot. And I was like, what? Man, I found out he was a good part out there. He wasn't even in Chicago like that, man. And I exposed all of his shit. And he was so shook, he came back because his wife, I tagged his wife because his wife's account was open. So I tagged her. I was like, did she know you doing all this dirt? You know? And listen, she tried to slide to my DMs and get me off of him and shit. And I posted that shit. I said, she tried to call you off of him. Say, well, he's an idiot. Yeah, I said, don't play with me, dude. Don't play with me. Especially some racists come talking to him. I said, dude, you already coward because you in my DMs, bro. Like a little high school girl with a damn crush on me in my DMs. Yeah, see, I warned him. That's the only good thing about Facebook is I don't hold back. Yeah, he blocked, trying to run hard, man. Run hard, damn Usain Bolt out there.
See, the problem is that they think they're smarter than us. And that's their downfall.
It really is.
Is the moment that you think with your arrogant ass that you're smarter than me. And then when I get around it, now you looking stupid in the face because, you didn't think that a black person could get you like that. Yeah, that's what y'all guys get for underestimating black people, and that's what's going to always be their downfall because they underestimated Iran, black people. The people been over there for thousands of years.
Yep.
You think they're going to let Trump turn up on them? They know that land better than they know themselves. They getting ready to light him up over there, keep on messing with them and telling people to hurry up and open up the Strait of News. And Marco Rubio mad because he did. Cory Booker told him, y'all motherfuckers over here begging. You're begging for a deal, ain't you? Marco Rubio told him, we're not begging. Use a damn line. Whenever the president say, you fucking bastards, open the street.
He's such a fool, man. Such a damn fool.
Dude, he didn't went after Caitlin Collins and shit today. He mad with her because she asked him about that goddamn slush fund, and he didn't know what to say. And there's so many things that happened today They talking about his face swole up. He didn't put this goddamn reflection pool up like it's we got the biggest reflection pool. If you don't stop and put it on a thing next to the Eiffel Tower, the World Trade Center, and all kinds of other talks about we got the biggest and the baddest. So Gavin Newsom, you know how they got this new trend going on where they like the saxophones are playing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Gavin Newsom then boasted some of the saxophones playing, talking about the dimension just keeps getting louder every day. Nigga, let me hold on. Let me try to go ahead. I'm gonna put it in live real quick. Hold on.
Yo, I'm showing you up on my damn Facebook. Somebody's gonna find this video where I roast this dude horrible. And they hate to see me walking. They get so upset when they see me walk with that damn uniform.
Oh, they can't take that. They got something daily to say about that.
Matter of fact, hold on. This one, my man said they see me in Africa on it. I don't even post on this account anymore, man, because they're reporting so much. I look at 40,000 they got me out there. Yep.
And I never went to the army and never served. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be a little mad too, a little jealous. Cause what you got my husband around here looking for his medals and his honors and shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey,
shit. Yeah, buddy, because he's shutting it down. Them medals is you deserve every bit of that.
Yeah,
man.
and that's
27 years in this shit.
Yeah.
You deserve that.
We went hard on them, man. What I did, like I said, I got my Union Gang Soldier account. That's all I do is walk with the medals and shit. So that way it's harder for them to report it. And that account is up to like 91 million or 91,000 now on TikTok. So yeah, they can't stop it, man. I'm back on Threads too, because like I said, they squad wiped all my shit, man, on IG. They hit me there, they hit me on Threads. I'm like, what? Right before the No Kings 3.
You're not even saying nothing. You just walking with the butt. That's they hate to see
because they listen, it's showing everything they couldn't do, right? Black excellence, 16 full-size medals, Master Sergeant retired, got the beret. They so upset about that shit because it goes against everything they was talking about.
It goes against everything that they ever thought. You're more American than they are, and what they think is their country. Like that just eats them up, and I love every bit.
Yep.
I just be my toes be tingling because that's what these motherfucking white boys get. What you say, Harley? You say they punch people on the ground in New Jersey.
Yeah, you know that stuff still going on outside that damn center, that concentration camp. They've been doing hella dirt. Jolly was down there for a minute. He got back, but Adam Craig was out there too, man, doing hella dirt.
He was out there yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What's the woke farmer doing?
Man, I know he's still waiting for the other shit to kick off. They might be, listen, a lot of people might be pulling through here next month. I know we're supposed to be doing like a speaking engagement down there right before, because you know they're doing, the 4th of July falls on the 3rd this month. So we're going down there, DC, and raise some hell.
Is Jolly been there?
I'm trying to link up. We normally link up and do shit together. So I think a lot of people will be down there for that one. Plus, they be hating my armed Black liberation photos I'll be doing, man. Because I'll be showing that heat. They really get their feelings and shit. Yeah, they hate it, man.
This nigger's got weapons.
Mm-hmm. They stay in their damn feelings.
Poor things. Poor them. I'm about to go ahead and get on up off here, y'all, because y'all know I got an early morning in the morning, and I got to get back.
Hey, I appreciate you coming through. Straight facts. That was funny as hell, man. Hey, damn good laugh on that one, girl. You killed him on that shit. Yeah, he gonna be a while trying to recover from that shit.
Y'all already know. Good night. See you later, sister.
Probably
Sister, I have to tell you, your mama wore one of her hats today to her thing.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
She looks so cute that she got a lot of compliments.
Oh, good. Okay. Good night, Miss Lady. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Okay.
Power to the people. Power to the people.
And Yvette, Mama got her gift from you. I just gave it to her. If you still in the comments, she loves it.
I can't wait to get on that live tomorrow and see if he show up. I'm gonna have to lock myself in the office. That's hilarious.
Hey, brother, you make sure you're there tomorrow because it's gonna be on fire.
For Zeus? Yeah, I'm gonna come in there. I'll come watch that shit. Hell yeah. Hey, to see a blogger go down in flames, I'm here for it.
What time does Zeus come on, Bounce?
Well, he comes on right after 6:45 LA time.
Okay, so about 9-ish here.
Yeah, 9-ish.
In the morning?
Yes.
Oh, I just be getting to work. I lock myself up in the office so I can just be running there rolling.
Well, you gonna want to, because that he's gonna be heated. Because I'm about to, as soon as I get off of here, I'm about to share that.
Holy shit, guys. I did not know we did 3 hours already. Damn. Time is flying, man.
I'm about to light that video up all over TikTok. I'm gonna continue to post it.
Hey, we appreciate you guys. We're about to run that anyway, man. It's already past 11, guys. Let's wrap this shit up. Let's wrap that shit up, guys. Yeah. Hey, much love for all of you guys. I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back on those TikTok streets, guys. And for everybody in the Tifa War Room, I will see you guys Friday. But I probably will be doing some other stuff, like I said, on my Substack and my TikTok account.
Okay.
All right. And remember, whether it takes 10 months or 10 years, we must be absolutely relentless in our fight against the white delusion of white supremacy.
They said it was about safety. They said it was about law. But when the government hides behind fake plates and rental vans, it's not safety. It's fascism in broad daylight. Why? Fuck ICE! We won't disappear. Won't disappear. Fuck ICE! We still right here. Right here. They pull up slow in a rented van. No plates, no name, no badge on their hands. They say they're the law, but they don't play fair. They snatch our people like they're ghosts in the air. They don't sneak at night, they come when it's bright. Broad daylight raids in plain damn sight. No warrant shown, no crime to claim. Just fear and silence in freedom's name.
We've seen the story, it don't end well when the state turns our streets into a prison cell. From jackboot squads to secret files, now it's ICE and modern style.
Like your mother's bus. Fuck ICE. We won't disarray. Won't disarray. Fuck ICE. We're still right here. Right here. They cover their plates, they hide who they are. Unmarked cars from rental lots parked by the bar. They drag our neighbors with no due cause while waving the flag and breaking the law. They rip This isn't safety. This isn't justice. This is secret police and rental vans. This is tyranny wrapped in a flag. And we, the people, will not comply.
We are the heartbeat, we are the flame. We're not just a slogan, we're more than a name. From border towns to city streets, from factory floors to college seats.
You cannot erase us, you cannot divide. The soul of this nation is on our side. We'll march through the storm, we'll tear down the wall, 'cause this land belongs to us all. Where you rather fuck ice, fuck ice. We won't disappear, won't disappear. Where you rather fuck ice, fuck ice. We're still right here, right here. Where you rather fuck ice. We won't disappear. Where you rather fuck ice. We're still right here, right here. We see you. We remember. And we are not afraid.